Y'all come on in, baby. Come on in. I wait for everybody to come on in. Come on in. Y'all keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come in. Y'all know when I go live. Y'all know I'm gonna go live. Keep on coming in. Keep coming in. Keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. Come on in. That's right. Keep on coming in. Y'all keep on coming in. Come on 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 in. Come on
There's no budget here at the Boom Boom Room. See, we have no glam squad here. There's no hairstylist, no nail technician, no makeup artist, just you. This is a do-it-yourself type of gig over here, sweetie. So guess what? This will separate the little girl from the women. Now let's get to it.
Y'all keep on coming in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in.
Well,
Y'all come on in, baby.
How you get this off of here?
Oh my goodness. You need me? You want me to log in?
Yeah, let me show you. How I get that off here. Hey!
Okay. Let me show you how I get that off.
Let me show you how I get that off of here. What's T, child?
I keep trying to double click.
Hold on, let me push Neil on through. Push on through, Neil.
Hey, I'm through.
Push on through, child. Bitch, hold up. I don't even know why I still got her on. Bitch, if I tell you, they said choke her and she had choked me. Here, just.
Not the choker head choke.
The choker had choked the shit out of me, bitch.
Yeah. Like a little pop.
I put it too far. Yeah.
I like it was like a little pop. Cause
I'm finna let my braids down. Better yet, I'll take them off so I can have a time tonight.
I'll tell you.
I love that. That is my favorite.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I had a time this weekend. It was a time this weekend.
Why is my daughter?
Yeah. The best thing about this weekend is like I didn't have like any time that I regretted. It was like it was nonstop fun from the time I landed to the time I got back on my plane.
If I tell you, when I saw you in the little video clip, I said, that look like Neil. I kept moving on. That's so funny.
Yeah.
You see me in the background. I said, I thought that's who that was.
I mean, I had a time. It was party after party after drink after party after drink, more partying. It was a good. Oh my goodness! I had a time this weekend.
Child, well, I ain't have a time this weekend, child. Shit, nah. I ain't have a time, but guess what? I'm going to Atlanta to Houston.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I see.
Oh,
I'm gonna have a good time in Atlanta, but it's the 4th of July weekend, so I have plans for the weekend. Well, I work all weekend, but after I get off work, I'm gonna go home and sleep on Saturday night. I'm gonna get up at 3 o'clock and go to the after hours.
Not the after hours.
Yes, so I'm gonna get up at 3 and go to the after hours, and I'm gonna have a good time.
So I just got it. So I think that's what I got.
Child, I don't know what. I got a lot on my plate this week. I got a show Tuesday. Got to put together a show for Wednesday. Well, then I leave out on Thursday. I can relax when I get to Orlando.
Yes, when you get to Orlando, you can relax, but the time from Atlanta, it's gonna be a good time.
Look, I might need to get me a room Thursday and Friday, and then go to Tasha's house on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Oh.
So I can just like sit back. I thought that was my phone. So I can sit back and relax and enjoy.
Yeah. I've been to Orlando since I went when you won.
Hey Tyler, Parliament House.
I ain't been to Orlando since then.
Oh really?
That's the last time I've been to Orlando.
Well, what you doing next weekend?
Working.
No. Well,
my days off are Tuesday and Wednesday. So.
Well, you should come to the pageant on Tuesday. I give up the pageant on Tuesday.
Oh, you got. Oh, I got to consult with my car friend because we play cards
Oh.
on Tuesday.
Ah. Oh, child. Huh. You finna go? Oh, okay. All right, child. Lock the door and put the key up there. Oh, child, we need to roll up or something like that. I should have, damn, I should have placed the order.
Oh, because I literally got it right before I came over here.
I knew that's what was taking you so long, but I wasn't ready to spend that right now. It ain't even been a whole week.
We're gonna have to do more than life and just smoke weed.
Child, I like smoking weed.
Dude, and I don't buy be smoking
weed is tea. Child, I'm kind of throwing that. I ain't gonna be able to go to the card set on Tuesday.
Oh, and when I tell you, we play cards like 3:30 in the morning.
Now, if y'all play cards like then I depending on if I have everything done for the show, because I gotta pick up Dominique and they get in at 1:00 in the morning.
They get in at 1:00 in the morning. I didn't even know planes still flying that time in the morning.
They get in. Coco get in at 12:55, and Dominique get in at 1
in the morning.
And I did it like that because I won't be able to go and get them in the other time, and that was the cheapest flight. Hey, y'all, love you, Drew. Hey, JCon. So, Chevelle, do you know about Janet Jackson's private party tonight here? No, I knew that. I knew that Preston left Monday, but I didn't know what he was leaving Monday for. Because I know she's getting ready to go to New Orleans for
Essence. Because my old man who I was in New York with, we do a lot of things together, but he has like a whole campaign where he's over certain things, and he's like, come to New Orleans this weekend. I was like, I can't come to New Orleans because I work. So he's like, well, come at least Sunday night because I got you. He's like, we got tickets for everything. I'm not sure what night Janet is performing on, but he's like, if you come, he's like, come Sunday, or he's like, Saturday when you leave work, just come, just fly. So I'm thinking about just going to New Orleans to hang out with him.
To go see if you go see Janet Jackson.
This thing, I don't have to see Janet Jackson because I'm like, I like Janet Jackson, but she not like somebody who I was like, oh, I need to miss work for Janet Jackson though. And even if it's like my summer part-time work, I'm not gonna miss my work for Janet Jackson.
Damn, what Janet do to you?
Hello. Okay.
What's she saying? What Janet Jackson saying? If I was your girlfriend,
he'll miss work to go to the rave though. Summer job and everything.
Yes, I will always miss my work for that type of stuff. Janet Jackson not worth me with my work though.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Tyler, that's what we want to know. What happened in New York, baby?
Oh my goodness. I had a time in New York. What? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the truth because it's not that many people watching. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I did so much in New York that yesterday I took a Plan B pill because I ain't know.
I ain't know what was going on.
I know what was going on.
Let me just be careful.
I took a whole Plan B pill because I didn't know what was going on. And I did so much on Sunday and Monday morning.
I don't think I've ever had. I've had it probably like by myself. I probably had it by myself, but I ain't never like went to well, not since I became this since I've fully transitioned. I'm gonna say that since we saying that now because I've always been the same, but things that I've done when before I've said Chevelle and I was allowing them to call me their other name. I've done some things like the Lafitte's and Rawhide and all that stuff in New Orleans. I've experienced all of that. I've only experienced it a couple of times. But I would be like, bitch, if I was and then I wasn't Chevelle Brooks. You know what I'm saying? So and I wasn't known and all that kind of stuff like that. Uh-oh. And we got a solo cup. Baby, look at that. Wait a minute. I was not expecting you to be up in here.
That first off, Trent I worked so much this weekend. He definitely got a few days off, so he can party with us and play with us. Okay, he done worked a lot.
Is this noodles, old school noodles that like I grew up with noodles, South Park noodles?
What kind of sauce package was in it?
But what kind of who?
Sauce package was in it.
Noodles. Hot sauce, bitch. If that's noodles, that's hot sauce, bitch. I want you to know. Bitch, that's hot sauce. But y'all, like, before I became this Chevelle Brooks person, I have done some things, like, but I ain't done nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes I be like, bitch, I wish I could do that.
Well, I do everything. I do everything. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, yesterday when I was in New York, I had to take a whole Plan B pill because I didn't know what was going on. But I had to take a Plan B pill just in case because I just did a lot. That 12 hours at that party, it was.
Bitch, if I was even put in the part of the situation, because I'd be like, oh, bitch, I want to do that. But if I was to be put in that situation, I'd probably like punk out. Because I'd be like,
oh, no. You know.
But in a quiet space where ain't nobody watching, I'm going to get my jug. I'm going to go in for the gusto. Noodles, I was just talking about you, bitch. But
it was this one person who he was like, I met him a few years ago, and when we had the question earlier about like a gay family member who like with somebody else or you want to be with them or XYZ, I ain't say nothing because he wasn't like a gay family member, but I knew him and he dated somebody else who I knew. And he was there.
Well, wait a minute. Wait 1 second. You know we're not on a private phone call.
Yes.
Wait, what about phone call?
You couldn't say it then, but you saying it now like we on a private phone call together.
Okay. This just
the person he was with somebody who I liked, and I saw him in New York this weekend.
Oh.
When I tell you, I was like, oh, I ain't gonna do it. I was like the girl in the Vine video. Do it for the Vine. I ain't gonna do it. Do it for the Vine. I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. And then,
you did. You did it.
No, when I tell you, I was thinking all the time. You know,
when I tell you,
okay.
I'm a whole Christian over here, and
my bitch.
Yes,
I love you.
In my mind, I was like, Lord, please help me to hold out.
Not James Cleveland. Wait a minute now. What up, James Cleveland?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Where is it? Wait.
Yes.
Oh,
Lord, help me to hold
I
out.
was like, Lord, help me to hold out.
What's up, Tyler? Neil, so how many rounds you done had like people in one night, like at such
like
event?
you still got some stuff in you.
My God.
What in New York? Let me tell you. How
Night, how many people did you mess around with in that one day in them 12 hours?
So I'm be honest with y'all. I did a whole bunch.
You can't remember.
In a little time.
You can't remember.
I did a whole bunch in a little time. When I tell you,
you don't need a name to turn in.
I was there for a good
You should have
time.
took a plan B pill, bitch. You should have did a penicillin shot.
Yeah,
let me tell you. I did a lot in a little time. Yes. My. It was a good time.
I thank God for being here. I thank God for being here.
That lady from Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you. I had told Neil it smelled like mustard nuts and sweat in there, and Neil sent me that. Then, if I tell you, yeah, out, bitch. I was like, this bitch is stupid. I thank God for being here. I thank God. Bitch, if I tell you, bitch, I say, look, it smell like, I know it smell like mustard nuts and sweat. Neil say.
Hallelujah! I thank God for being here. I thank God for being here.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, when I tell you, when she got to the thank God for being here, and I tell you, I said, how do you find this stuff? He came back with it. Do you hear me? Like, bitch, I've been waiting on you to say this. Glory!
Oh my goodness.
I say, Lord.
I had such an amazing experience there.
Was it your first time at New York Pride?
No, my old man stay in New York, and we have a really great relationship. We party together, we have fun together.
Somebody like your old man.
I would like
we have a good time together. Let me tell you how much of a good time we have.
Please tell us.
So the party ended at 6 a.m. and he forgot to take off Monday for his job. So he was like, "Oh, I got a meeting at 10 o'clock." I was like, "I'm not ready to go home." He was like, "Well, you go to the after hours because the after hours end at 1 o'clock, and then I'll see you at the home." And then he's like, "Come home." I went to the after hours. I had a great time. I came home, and he was like up waiting for me to get there because he was just waiting for me to get there. But we had a good time, and we don't talk about. He already know what was going on at the after hours, so he don't care.
What's going on at the after hours?
When I tell you, it was a time for everybody. I mean,
did you?
It was.
What you do?
I did everything. Trent, I told you, I did so much shit at the 12-hour party and after hours.
You did some shit, or you did so much shit.
I did so much shit. I did so much stuff. I had to take a plan B pill when I left.
Well, let's break some of that down. Like, let's talk about it. A la carte. Let's make it a la carte. Let's talk about it.
Did you take
What?
any ecstasy pills?
Okay, no, because I didn't take any drugs because of my summer job, and they do random drug tests. So I just drank all weekend. I'm telling you, everybody else was Bill Cosby and
Oh,
themselves.
you
So
was
it
over
make
there like that.
yeah, I was just drunk. I was just drinking, no drugs.
Oh.
But I don't need that to have a good time
Did you kiss
because
random guys? Did you kiss random guys?
when I tell you, kiss, I did so much stuff with random guys.
No, that's why we're trying to break it down. I mean, you
You
tell
was
us how
all break down.
this
You
experience is.
got fuck, kids, hunched all right there in the middle of the club.
I kissed. I did whatever with random guys. When I tell
No,
you,
no, we want specific. You scared to talk about this good time because if I don't
no, I'm not.
That was in there with harnesses on, G strings, all kinds of things.
When I tell you,
I would have been
yeah,
so happy sitting in the corner looking like.
yeah, I would love to be there and watch.
Yeah,
it was a great. Oh my goodness, it was. I had such a good time. It's like no negative. I don't have no negative commentary about the weekend because
baby, mono now.
And shout out to Vita because Vita was in those outfits too. Now,
Yeah,
Vita was fine as
you had
fuck.
her kind of outfit on, bitch.
Baby, watch out, New York.
Mama shape is low down now.
Vita slash Stefan. When I think amazing shape, I mean looked amazing.
Yeah,
like amazing.
Hey, it was the corners in the rooms for me in the middle of the day. See, yeah, see.
And mind you, like me and Vita. So I was like, I actually hit Vita either early today. I was like, well, you never come to the after hours, like, because he was supposed to be coming to the after hours with me, but he's like, he couldn't. They was acting crazy at the after hours because the after hours had like the after hours had like 4 rooms that was going on. It was packed. It was a lot going on. You said what?
Some people gonna tell the story better. Let me.
I love Vita. We had a good time, but Vita didn't go to the after hours.
Vita had something else to do.
Did you fuck somebody while you was in after hours? Like did you penetrate someone?
When I tell you, it was
no, not when I tell you. Yes or no, motherfucker.
Okay. I'm be honest with you.
No, you've been honest all the time, but you ain't told us shit.
I'll be honest with you.
Damn thing.
No. Did you penetrate somebody in the party?
Yes.
Did you also get penetrated?
Yes.
God damn. How hard was that?
Let me tell you the one thing. So I had this couple, and I'm spelling names, but Jermaine was right there. So I was having this, not this couple. Well, I was having
Jermaine. Jermaine was looking good too.
I love how you talk.
Just Jermaine. So it was this couple.
I love how you put that.
Yes, So they was just giving me my life on the dance floor, and both of them, like, I don't know who the bottom or whatever in the couple, but both of them made me. Yes, but both of them made me feel like such a man because they was just sucking my manhood. It was like, oh my goodness, you're so hard. I'm like, okay, but in my mind, I was thinking, girl, your dark-skinned boyfriend, I want to have him. So, like, girl, I want to go somewhere with him. But they was both like,
but you got to
me up. Yes, but they kept sucking me up, and like on the dance floor and everybody. And Jermaine was like watching. Well, I was like, Jermaine, look at this shit. I'm ready to go because these queens is pissing me off.
Watching.
He was like just there, but he was near me. I'm like, ugh.
So you ain't like hug on to Jermaine and like.
You said what?
You ain't like grab Jermaine, hug him around her shoulders and like come on and.
No.
You ain't do this here.
No, because I'm in New York with a whole bunch of other people. The last thing I'm gonna do is be in the New York and have somebody who in Atlanta. Mm-mm. You're a local. I'm going
So
over there and have fun with the New Yorkers.
you the local can have fun with the out of town people.
Oh no.
Did anybody live in you and vice versa?
One. Oh my goodness. Hold on for a second.
Because we want you to be honest with us, like you was.
Yeah, we want you. It's just us.
Yeah.
It's just us.
Because Ronnie want to know too. Did they live in you?
Yes, I am. And who is that? Because they don't say who you are. It say Facebook user. So who is that saying, bitch, I'm full? I am full, and I'm going to go downstairs and make me another drink. It's the after hours. That's what we do. And we going to be in Atlanta July 6th. And we going to end up at the after hours with Neil on Wednesday. Bitch, wherever we going with Neil, bitch, on Wednesday after our point of view, bitch. Yes. I'm ready. I'm bringing my my care package case. Bitch, what's up? Come on, Neil.
I'm trying to see if anybody lived in me. You know,
I'm gonna keep my brain.
But that's why I took a plan B just in case.
So I can put my hair back so I can. Oh, hey,
Terry Williams. Come here and talk to us.
Let me send my sister a thing, child, see what you talking
Come here
about.
and talk to us, Terry. We watching you on live and shit, girl.
You know what? No, like this one person. Let me tell you, like, so I was at the after hours. So at the after hours, everybody was full, and they was on their Mollies and they whatever the drugs they was on, their Mollies, they coke, whatever. Mm-hmm. So this one boy was like, come home with me and my man.
6.
He was like, come home with me and my man. We want to have a versus session. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. But they on their Mollies and they coke. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go home and just like fuck both of y'all.
They showed you different, didn't it?
When I tell you, the one person, he got home and he had a whole monster in his. I almost blacked out when I saw it.
Well, what did you do when you felt it?
No, I was really, whenever
the bottles.
Whenever I like get into like my whole mood, I go into my gospel spiritual mood. So I was like, Lord, help me to hold out. So I'm like,
don't go gospel in. Please don't go gospel in. Please don't go gospel in. Because you know what I want to know? What gospel song do you be singing? What gospel song do you be singing? Do you go into a gospel mode?
Never tell you. So when we get to the house, he was like, I just knew he was not going to get hard because they Molly, they doing X, Y, and Z. Oh, and it was him and his lover. And then so me and the lover having and
what y'all doing?
Well, I don't have his lover and I don't have
what were y'all doing?
I don't fuck both of them.
Okay.
But then all of a sudden he was like, "Oh, I'm ready," and I'm looking like, "What's going on?"
Hi, girl.
What's up?
You see, I'm a woman of a certain age. I got to wear glasses now.
Hi, Terry.
Girl, Neil telling us about his experience in New York with the lover. I'm gonna turn my music down.
Experience in New York.
Huh?
Listen, now I heard Neil talking about somebody. Now, hey, you never have anybody locally out of town. It's not worth it. You better get you somebody out of town and fresh and new. You can have them anytime, hey.
Well, Terry, I definitely had to go out of town, and when we had the person that I thought was like gonna be like, oh, I'm a Molly, I can get hard. He got hard. He got real hard too.
Okay.
There's some people that can get hard on Molly.
Look.
You said what?
Did it hurt?
Listen, let me tell you. I'm telling you right now, especially on drugs, everybody's a power bottom except the bitch that could do the fucking. I'm telling you right now.
No, because I had this couple.
Especially when drugs is involved. Especially when drugs are involved. Trust me, I know. Okay, they may not want to have, but you walk in there with a stiff piece, it's open sesame. Trust.
Oh, but the dick will be hard until it's time to start fucking they on all them drugs and stuff.
Girl, please, I can fuck on drugs all night long. I have no issues. Trust me, I had no issues. No. Drugs and me were like best girlfriends.
What the thing is, you're right, because the person who I thought was on Molly and come good hard, when we had the session, oh, he performed A+. Me and his lover, it was amazing.
Okay, see, I like to snack. I do snacks. Me and mine do snacks. We do a nice snack, you know. We don't
guess what? I left him and his lover, and I went to another session.
Okay.
With other people.
Okay.
When was
tell me more.
What much do you got in you?
When was this, Neil?
This was the part that you didn't come to that I was at that we talked about.
Oh.
So
I had my own stuff to do.
Right. So when I went there, he was like, "Oh, let's have a verse in the section." I'm like, oh, "Okay." So I did him first. So I called myself, when people say let's have a verse in the section, I'm like, let me go first.
Right.
Normally when I go first, they be like, "Oh, I'm tired."
And you jerk them off real quick and make them
yeah,
tough for
that's
you.
good bed.
Right. I know the routine.
Oh no. He was like, "Oh, it's my turn."
Like,
when I tell you, wore me completely out.
I'm sure.
He like,
Neil, you was walking around New York freshly douched.
Yeah, you have to.
Well, then water's clean. Water's safe.
Okay. All right.
Everywhere
like,
the whole
it's
weekend,
my turn.
just in case.
He was like, "Oh, it's my turn." I was ready to go to sleep.
Right.
You was giving.
When I tell you,
it was inexplainable, huh?
After, okay, I did him first.
Okay.
I was like ready to go to sleep. And
okay.
He was like, "Oh no, let me do you."
Okay.
After he did me, I got up.
You was running from his dick. You give me you were running.
Okay, running to the dick, but go ahead.
I was not running from it, but he was so amazing. I got up and saluted him in Black excellence. I like, "Oh, you did that." I'm like,
Neil.
I sung a song for him. I was like, total praise to you.
No,
you are amazing.
You can use Lord, I ain't with this. Yo, we want to wrap our hands around Brother Neil.
There's more to unpack. There's a lot more to unpack with this story. But
I tell you, I'm like, he was amazing. I saluted him in Black excellence for real. I'm like, brother, you did that. Total praise to you.
What did he do to make you feel this way?
Everything.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
What was different?
He made.
Okay, what did he do that your friend that you do everything with don't do?
The fact that we had just met each other, and I felt like we were making love. We made love to each other.
Oh, girl, here we go.
We did.
You loved each other for 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Oh yes, we made love to each other.
Okay.
We
The fact
made
that he was
love.
random was amazing.
Right.
Yes, and it was amazing because I did him, and
Mhm.
when he did me, when I
Yeah.
tell you, when he did me, I mean, he just like he rearranged all my inside organs. It was just
Okay.
like it was amazing.
Okay. I'm here for it.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Okay. I get it. Well, you know what? You know what I found out not too long ago after I had a really, really, really good session, how many mediocre sessions I had before that.
Oh my God!
You
Yes,
know what?
you
It
feel
took a real good one, right? Just to let
yes,
you know that you ain't been doing right lately.
yes.
A real good one
No,
will set you
how
free.
about when you have that really, really, really good one, and you don't have that good one no more, because that good one was out of town.
You'll be over the mediocre sessions.
Oh, you
I'll
do.
be over it.
You do.
So
But you know what?
then,
The fact that
when you have one of those sessions like that, then you go home and you like having your session. So then you get a mediocre session. Now you gotta have another one because you gotta have another one after that session to leave. So because you still kind of fine.
You like, girl. But you know what? It's just like it's Sade said it's never as good as the first time, which is true, honey. It's never because then after the second time, it's like, honey, we already had. What's the use? I mean, for me
Mhm.
personally, I don't know if it's my years of sex work or what, but I need multiple sex partners. I guess to the day I die.
What's
I'm
your
gonna have
sign?
Yes,
What's your sign, Terry?
it's
Pisces.
Me too.
it's
Me
true.
fucking too.
It's
Me
true.
too. Me
You
Because
know,
too.
even when you meet
Terry, I
people that
feel that
you,
way. I feel that way.
I just do. You say
I
even when
me
I
feel
meet people,
too.
what?
I was saying, even when you meet people that you like, you've been wanting to get with them forever. You meet them, you have sex with them, and then you like,
Done.
yeah, it's like I seen so many people out at the party this weekend. They was all I'm like, we already like,
Right. Oh no, not going there tonight. Nope, been there.
yeah,
Nope,
like,
not gonna do it. Yep. Yep, I'm already there. We're already there. Nope, I'm not going to do it. I don't need to do it a second time. You know what I mean? Or a third time, whatever. You know what? Sometimes just getting them, just knowing that they will have you is part of it right there. You say, okay, good. Never mind. I don't even have to have them. I don't even got to have you because you wanted to have. So you got to kind of get that way. But, I don't know. I know that there's a huge difference between sex and love.
Yes,
Huge.
it is. Yes, it
Huge.
is.
well, yeah,
Okay.
I
So.
don't
and
know
sex.
going on 'cause I don't think none of us on here are going to go walk down the aisle.
Oh wait, speak for yourself.
I'm not
I,
interested.
Speak for
I,
yourself because me and my man, we have a whole relationship that we do. Because
Who?
even after I did what I did in New York, I went back to his place and we like cuddle and we made love with each other.
The one
oh,
that you was
See,
with in New
Yeah, I would have
York?
left your little wild ass outside, baby. Come back next time.
The one that
you
you
said
was with
what?
in New York, Neil?
You were wore out by the time you got to him.
Yes.
What you gonna take him a gaping hole for?
Well, first off,
Fuck, you gonna bring him a wet gaping hole for?
Some people like that.
and okay, first this our relationship and it's not a traditional relationship. We're gay men and we do different things.
That's how that hole was going.
yeah.
And we have our own understanding. And when I got home, guess what I did? I kissed him in the mouth, and I was like,
Okay.
I
Okay.
kissed him in the mouth, and he was like, "Let's have breakfast."
Oh, after you've been doing that
He was
stuff
trying to
all
get that
night.
calm taste out his mouth. That you fall
Shut
in with.
up.
Well, he had 45 minutes before he could brush.
Yes.
Are you using the antiseptic?
Lord.
You got
No.
45 minutes there.
Well,
But guess what? Guess what though? When we got home and we told each other about our nights and we had a good
Oh,
time.
you had one too while you was out.
Your day, the morning,
No,
not the night.
no. Well, he had to go home. He went home. He didn't want to go out with me. Had he wanted to go out with me,
do you
then
blame him?
you said what?
Do you blame him? He don't want to go out. You doing all this dirty dicking and shit. He's like, hold on a minute.
Oh no, he do that too, Terry.
No, we do
No,
it together.
he do
We
it
do
too.
it together.
Oh, me and mine do too. Right, we do too.
Okay, yeah, so they do it together, but he was saying he
Yeah.
went home, but you think since, you having a night, but he just went home and probably had a night too?
He didn't have a night, or he had his own night?
I'm trying to figure
Well,
out the boyfriend,
the
whatever,
thing is,
the part.
whatever he want to do, he was cool. I was fine with that because I knew I was going to the after hours. I
Oh,
just knew at whatever time I was going home to our place, and he was gonna be like, okay. And when I got there, it was cool. And when I got there, we had our own session.
okay. So if you walked in and he was having somebody, you just walk in and have two, or you just leave it alone?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have two because it's nobody in our place that they can have, and I'm not welcome. I'm always welcome.
Oh, that's first and foremost. Your partner, whoever you go, they got to. My little bunnies and everything else, they knew it was like a old school lookout mountain routine. Either put out or get out. And so they had to hold strong with me too, because I would make my pieces do it. Now you'd make your pieces do it. And so it worked together. So
I
see, but
know
it's a
that's
little
right.
different when it's just boy to boy and when it's a boy and girl like me and him, because I like boys like him and he like girls like me. So how does that, and the feminine boy, I don't mind a feminine boy either. So that works out.
Well, and the thing with me too, in our relationship, we don't define sex with like feelings. Like we have sex with people just to have sex with them, but it does not interfere with like the feelings that we
Right,
have with each
right,
other.
right. My thing is
So
that did y'all go to the movies? Did you eat dinner? Did y'all hold hands? Did y'all make plans? That's where my problem comes in at.
Mm-mm.
All that
yeah.
shit. No. Now y'all fucking suck his dick. Have at it, honey. I don't care. Okay. I do not even fucking care. He'll fuck you, whatever you want, honey. Go
But you
ahead.
know,
Okay, Terry.
And then
but you know,
if they're cute enough, I'll come in and have two, or I'll just be like, it's cool.
Not if they're cute enough.
Yeah. I
And if you're
don't
not,
know.
if you're like, child, go ahead.
Yeah. Look, I let him in the door. I said, "Come on in, honey. He's right downstairs. Come on." And cause and I greet them with a smile so they feel comfortable. And then I give them run a make on their license plate, and then I say, "Well," and I'll send them a text. Say, "Okay." I'll say, "Okay, okay." Then I send him a text and say, "Okay, I'll be down in a few minutes." He said, "Okay."
So somebody have a question. If you're together and y'all establish a bottom and top role, can the bottom for other top?
Yeah, I better be able to bottom for other tops.
I
I'm
think that
talking about free for all type of things when you just whatever.
Oh wait, you said what? No, wait. Okay, you said if a bottom was bottoming, and then what? Wanted to top?
No, if you and your friend y'all establish roles, top and bottom.
Correct.
Can the bottom for another top when y'all are together?
I know the top's gonna be topping for another.
See, I like all that though. But thing is that but see, me and him, like as I got older and stuff, we've been messing around for 19 years. And so the roles have changed, so that's why we have to have somebody because, it's not going down with me. I'm fucking doing all the fucking and all that. But then and him too. So we need a power bottom for both of us.
Okay.
So it works that way. What? What'd you say?
So everybody can be happy.
Right. Get us something real cute. Get us a power bottom. I'll have, and then that I'll leave because I don't want to be sitting around and waiting a month of Sundays for all this to keep going on. And then I'm done.
and I'm fine with all that because
yeah. I said, okay,
friend,
keep sucking this dick, honey. I'll see you in a little bit, and I walk upstairs or something and just done.
We're gonna do all those things. We're gonna do all those things. We're gonna have fun.
Anything.
Oh my God! What if the top won't bottom for you, but they will bottom for someone else?
Now that's some bullshit.
No, I think that's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
Cause no,
if the top
or you just don't want, or you just don't want it.
See, and I have to go in first because his piece is bigger than mine. So it's useless for me going in
Oh,
after him. Okay. So it's useless for me going in after him. So I'll let him do my part.
But
He can go.
but you don't think that one person can turn you on for a certain thing, but you don't want them to fuck you. It takes a different kind of motherfucker to fuck you, so you don't want them to do it.
Oh, you don't want to do it because you like big dicks then, and that big not big enough.
No, no, not the dick size. It's more of the vibe.
Correct. I understand what you're saying, Trent, because like
Yeah, that too.
because
That means you're
one of
not
my
attracted to them that way,
yeah.
and then they want you to think about.
No,
It-
I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna leave and come back in.
One of my exes who we met like years
Oh,
ago. He's my ex. What? That's Terry.
Yeah, that's Terry echoing.
Oh, am I? How?
How you got your phone? Did you have some earphones?
No, I'll get some. Hold on. You can mute me. I'll get some. Hold on.
Vita, don't you be up there quiet.
what you mean?
You had your whole ass out of shit, fine, walk around there. Tell us about these escapades. I know you ain't shy.
Vita had posted that the child came up to her and told him that the boyfriend was a fan.
Oh yeah.
I had got intrigued by that story.
He said this was at this is at the block party in Harlem on Saturday.
On Saturday. Okay.
And he said, "Excuse me." I said, "Oh, hi." And he said, "Are you the Mass Bottom on Twitter?" You know, I don't care. He said, "Are you the Mass Bottom on Twitter?" I said, "Yeah, how did you know?" He said, "Because you post the same pictures just without your face on Twitter."
Oh, you the Max Bottom?
Boy, you knew that.
Is it Mass Bottom 11 or something?
Y'all ain't told me shit. I'm finna go watch this.
Oh my God.
So I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Oh, well, my husband is a fan." I said, "Well, where is he at?" Because at this point, I was on all types of stuff, the daytime, everything.
Yes.
I said, "Where is he at?" So he brought him over, and he said, he looked at my underwear. He was like, "You got these in lace?" I said, "Yeah, at the hotel room." And then he said, "Well, bring or wear them for us. We'll come over." And they came over, and that was that. That was that. What'd you say?
Did they live in you?
Of course. Yeah.
Yes. Was it some cream pie going on some eclairs and shit?
There was something like that.
Oh shit. Y'all heard it here first.
My goal was to get 6 couples that weekend.
Did you make your goal or did you exceed it?
No, I only got 4.
Okay.
Well, I tell
4
you,
couples, but it was a lot of other people.
I had
Especially
an
at
amazing
the
time in New
circuit
York.
party.
I had an amazing time.
People was
trying to find it. I've been refreshing trying to find the content too, y'all, but I don't think it was none.
It just I mean I made a lot of content this weekend, but you know, it got to be edited and stuff.
Like this.
No, but that circuit party, everybody was fucking sucking everywhere on the dance floor.
But I'll tell you, oh my
upstairs,
goodness, I had so much fun there.
It was so big. There was 2 big dance floors. There was the upstairs room, there was VIP, there was downstairs. It was so big. Everybody
it was at least 8,000 to 10,000 people there. It was a lot going on.
Yeah, it was a lot. And I was in every room and every corner.
I was anybody shitting anybody in the party.
Oh,
what?
They did. But you know, that'd be happening everywhere. Sex parties, people just don't know how to, you know.
They ain't supposed to come.
They supposed to stay home.
They ain't supposed to come. They need to sit that one out, not shit it out.
My old man was like, "Okay, go out. I'm going home, but you come home." And he called me at like 9 o'clock in the morning. He called me like 10 something, 11 something. He's like, "Where you at?" I'm coming home.
The boy that you brought there,
Yeah,
he was okay. He's cute.
he's amazing. That's the love of my life.
I probably slept a total of 4 hours that whole weekend.
You did what?
Yeah.
I probably slept 4 hours that whole weekend.
God damn! I know you slept a week when you got home.
I slept all day today, all day yesterday.
So when is the next Pride?
Oh,
Um,
they happen all the time.
Oh,
They happen all the time.
oh, circuit parties? Yeah, circuit parties happen all the time.
Yes.
mm.
But
The next big one is Market Days in Chicago in
Do
August.
people walk around with cum in their booty?
Yes.
Oh, this is some hot shit, y'all. Y'all listening?
Yes, they be. It's like a yeah. Walk around, meet somebody else. They pull you into the corner. Walk around, meet somebody else. They pull you over here.
Endless dick.
But this one, usually they have a dark room, a separate room where everybody's doing whatever. But this party, they didn't have no dark room, so everybody was just doing it wherever.
yeah, it was no dark rooms, but
that was
it was
fine.
no.
I still,
Y'all, all you can eat and suck dick and balls.
yeah.
When I tell you, I felt like I was at
All you
Golden
can
Corral.
ingest
I felt like I was at Golden Corral buffet. It was an all you can eat situation.
with refillable cum.
Hey,
Girl, what did
you
I
know
miss?
what?
It was everything.
Some cum tastes good though.
Like who? Who you ever taste that tastes good?
Look at Terry.
No.
Not cum
No.
tasting good.
No.
I don't know about that part.
That's why
I don't know about
he
that
the love
side,
of your life.
the spectrum.
You taste that cum.
No.
When I
No.
tell you,
That's disgusting.
I tasted it was good,
Oh.
and we had a whole bunch of situations.
You tasted it from a booty hole?
Oh.
No,
Oh.
no, but
Oh, Child, what's your Twitter name again? Yeah.
Mask bottom 11.
I'm trying to find my earbuds. I don't know where the fuck they're at.
Watch it in there.
But no, cum is nasty. I don't mess
Now
with
you
cum.
watching it now.
Work, Vita.
Where my keys at? Yeah, cum is disgusting.
With Soldier Boy, and bitch, he pulled up Soldier Boy on the side. Bitch, Soldier Boy said, "Ooh, I gotta go."
see, Terry,
That came across the screen like this.
Y'all should
Terry,
come. Would y'all ever go to a circuit party?
that's just your opinion, Terry. Cum is not nasty. That's just your opinion, Terry.
I mean, well, in my opinion, I don't like it. Because especially they want to bust in your face, you get in your eye, you get an eye infection or something like that, or you get it in your mouth. That's the equivalent of somebody spitting in your mouth.
Oh, I love it. They can put it wherever.
I just don't get down like that. I mean, they can come on my titties. They always want to come on my titties, but besides that,
you know what?
I don't even give a fuck.
When people saying, "Oh, come my titties," or that's so high school to me. That's so middle school to me.
It is high school, but I come on their face and stuff like that.
Oh, but you'll do it to them, but you don't want them to do it to you.
That's what they want. That's what they want. What she wants is
Yeah, I'll
different.
do it
I'm
to
like
them.
her, bitch.
If that's what they want, shit.
Bitch, you not finna come. No, I don't even like oysters. You know, I say that all the time. I don't like oysters. I don't like cum. I don't like.
No,
koi.
I just don't. I mean,
I don't like cum.
I just don't like it. I just think it's just. I don't know.
I don't like hot liver
I just
oil.
don't like it. I just think it's disgusting. Everything.
I just
don't like it. I can't do it.
So you know.
Well, I can.
So you know, I'm be honest with y'all. I love water sports and nut. It's just such amazing.
You've been
water
peed on before?
Hmm?
You've been peed on before?
I have never been peed on before. However, I'm kind of intrigued by it.
Really?
I don't want to be pissed on.
You know,
I don't want to be pissed on. I don't want to be cummed in. I don't mind being cummed on. And I'm not drinking no cum. I'm not doing it. I just can't. I was gay. I was like,
me too. Yeah,
bitch,
I can't do it.
To take, bitch.
I mean, you know, if that's how you get down, that's you go. I pissed on many people, so that's not another thing. But that's their thing, you know. So I don't even give a fuck, you know. You just take them to the tub and you sit them down and you, you know, and you piss on
But
them.
like whatever they want is good. That's whatever you want to do is fine. You just don't
yeah. Number thing,
you're just not getting it done to you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't like
some people like to be shitted on.
Yes, they do.
Oh,
yes, they do.
Yeah.
I'm not at that level yet now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Not yet.
Yeah, I had a man ask me to do that.
Not yet. It's coming.
She said to be continued.
It's coming. Trust me.
After you done all you can do, all you can do is shit.
You know, ass fucking shit happens. So you can't say much about it, you know. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But you have never been there yet because you have been there. It just was unexpected.
If you piss on him, you going to jail.
I can't. I mean, I don't know. But I mean, if you like come, I could see we're coming pissed. You know, or it's not. You know, far from each other. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I just don't like all that. You know, and I don't like really greasy lubes either. You know, so maybe it's a texture thing or something. I don't know. It's got to be like that platinum or something like silicone base.
Silicone base, yeah, that water base.
Awful. Got to be silicone base.
You want me to pee on you? Look at you.
Corona.
Look at you.
Don't threaten you with no good time.
Okay. I done drunk night too.
Old bladder ain't what it used to be neither.
Oh, Lord. Okay, I got to go immediately.
No, you know, I think as you get, you know, when I was like in 7th grade, thank God my mother fixed me. She fixed me very well. So I was telling about my girlfriend, LaWanda, who had sucked this boy's dick. Okay. So me and the other girls was like, oh my God, girl, what it tastes like? Ooh, you know. So I went home and she said, it tastes like skin, just like skin. We was like, oh my God, you sucked his dick, you know. So I go home and I'm talking to my mom, right? And I'm like, yeah, my girlfriend, LaWanda, she sucked this boy's dick. She's so nasty and stuff. She was like, baby, when two people are doing something that they want to do, nothing's nasty. And she's like, when two people love, she put in the love context, but I knew what she meant. She's like, when it's two people and they're doing nothing's nasty. Nothing's off the table. And I was like, well, thank you. Thank you. You fixed it.
And that's right.
You know, she fixed, so I don't consider really anything nasty, you know. I just don't like certain shit.
What you did.
Right. I mean, but I don't think anybody's sex acts are nasty. I don't think somebody is necessarily, you know, a bitch or whatever if they bottom, you know, or something like that. Or I don't feel like the tray has to only top, you know, all this delusional shit that girls like to try to do.
Bottoming makes you masculine either. It's just sex.
It does.
It does not. It does not.
Right.
You know.
But see, but back in the days, the girls used to read you if you was the top. Oh, you're using you fuck boys. Oh my God, it's so disgusting. And you'd be like, girl, okay. He's getting fucked by somebody, and if it ain't you, bitch, you better believe it's gonna be
somebody
or somebody else,
or little murder, Little
murder. Woo. Little murder would be giving that cake up immediately. Fucking with a bitch like me. Immediately. You say, turn around, honey. Let me see. I play a little bit.
Went up to motherfucking Uncle Charlie, whatever her name is. What Uncle Clifford.
No,
that's why he's so strong.
Girl. And that the one light skinned one, he is a cutie pie to me. And so is the other one, the tall one. Both of them are cute. The what's the tall one?
Nah.
You know, the one that got the wife and stuff that was
Yeah.
messing with the fish on there. The real tall one. He had a nice little piece on him, cute little cake. The slim one, the brown skin one that was living in the hotel and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. They got
Cute little cakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like all that. He
He
was real cute. That's real cute. I used to mess with somebody that looked like that.
Mm.
Yeah, but you know, now me and him been together for like on and off for like 19 years. And so, you know, after a certain amount of time, you done did everything you possibly can to with
Yeah.
someone. You know, I mean, so it's like,
floor.
but you know, I mean, I'm all down for the him cutting the grass and taking the trash out and getting the shit out the car when I pull up. That's all the shit I live for.
It's about
Fuck all that.
companionship now. It's
Yeah.
companionship.
Oh, that's all there. Helping with the bills,
Yeah.
you know, making sure a bitch don't die. Somebody
Yeah.
come for me, you gonna handle it. You know, all that. I'm
Oh,
down for all that.
Yeah. I love
You
it.
know, all that. That's shit I
I love
need.
it.
Because
I
I'm
love
gonna run my mouth and I'm gonna start some shit, and he
I
got to
love
finish it.
Okay.
Well, I
All right.
see, because Terry, you go live all the time, Terry.
I do.
I like. What made you start going live so much?
You know, I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. And because beforehand I used to make, you know, I was make sure nobody saw me unpainted, unhaired, anything like that. And I'm just like, you know, bitch, it is what it is. You are what you are, you know, whatever the fuck it is. And
Yeah.
you know what? Us living our truth allows others to live theirs, you know. When they get to see me, I swear, like 2 years ago was the first time I ever in my life said, like, to anyone and in front of anyone that I am a trans woman. Because we were trans women back. We just want to be women. The
Okay.
trans thing was a whole, you know, we was women.
Call ourselves trans women, none of that kind of stuff.
No, it wasn't that. No. You was either boy or girl. That was it. One or the other. And now you got all this other stuff and these, you know, non-binary ACDCs and stuff like that. And so I don't understand the whole non-binary thing. Because when I was in prison and they called me they and them, I hated that. I thought it was like, because it was kind of disrespectful to me. Because I'm not multiple people. I'm not
That's
they.
what I say. You're not plural.
Right. That shit pissed me off. So people want to be called they and them now is somewhat confusing because it's like, but I mean, you know, it's a whole new thing. So if I can't accept them, how can I expect others to accept me?
That's right.
You know?
Exactly.
And just because somebody is not pretty or doesn't look like the girls that I know, doesn't make them any less of a woman than I am.
Any less of a woman, yeah. Because they're
Right.
not
Yeah, I mean, she can be a mess.
pretty.
Right.
I don't believe that, Terry.
You don't believe that?
No, because
So you think pretty can make you more of a woman than somebody?
No. When you do the work.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Everybody ain't gonna end up a beautiful goddess, but when you do the work. But for me to just put a wig on, now I'm automatically trans. I don't get that.
Oh well, no, but you gotta come from somewhere. You don't know their journey.
Well, you got to earn that word, trans.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? They'll look at me and be like, "Oh, you don't have any hair. Look at you. You're so blessed, bitch. I done spent thousands getting laser. Okay,
Right.
thousands.
Hello,
getting this shit off my fucking face. It didn't just disappear one fucking day. You know,
You put in the work for
tons
it.
of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did the work that was necessary to do all this. But still, I mean, so because they don't have all the work, does that make them less?
No, it doesn't make them less. What it makes them is they're in training. They have to
like
graduate.
like the girl that was at Miss International. The way she walks,
graduate. She hasn't graduated.
Huh?
She hasn't graduated.
I feel like in 5 years she's gonna be.
Yeah,
she's gonna be sickening.
Not right now.
Okay, see, but here's the thing. Okay, here's another thing. So you get my girlfriend who had her sex change. We were talking because after I got my tummy tucked, it pulled my piece forward. Okay, and so now, and I got to wear 2 and 3 pair of panties just to tuck because my stomach is flat and my piece got pulled forward. Okay, so it's a mess and it shit hurts and everything else. So I was talking to her. I said, "Bitch, you got to show me how to make one of those old school gaps that she used to make." And she's like, "Oh, girl, you got to get your sex change." So my thing is that I said to her, which is the truth, what would a sex change about me? What would be different? Nothing. Nothing. Except a boy would be disappointed.
My boys no more.
Except I pulled out my pants and he said, "Oh, you got a sex change? Yeah. Oh, damn. Okay." And he'll do it, but he ain't gonna be happy anymore. I mean, so if that's what you know, it is what it is. And I am what I am. So I mean, I don't need a pussy.
Do they
to
be
get,
cold? Do the pussies be cold?
Huh?
Do they be cold?
Yeah.
Yeah, ooh, honey. And I heard they be
Cold.
dry, you know, and all that shit and stuff.
Mm.
And then you can't come no more because they're turned inside out. It takes a nightmare to do all that. Bitch, I'm not getting rid of that. Are you crazy?
Okay, so you don't want a pussy, right?
Fuck no. No.
Okay, so okay, so like,
No.
Huh?
so what's the end goal? So okay, I want to be an illusion of a woman, but I don't want to go all the way.
And it ain't about the illusion.
It's not the illusion, right?
So
Go ahead.
what, like,
No.
help me understand, like, what
It ain't no it don't even have to be an end goal.
Right. It's not.
It's
This is the end goal.
It's making your outer match your inner.
Exactly.
But if your outer is not your inner, if your okay, so if your outer is saying I'm a woman, then why not be the whole woman?
Because A, I'm not a woman, and B, and now we can be who the fuck we are. We don't have to be hiding as playing this fish game.
So your outer not matching your inner then.
Okay, great.
I mean, what I do in the streets and what I do in the sheets don't match. So I mean, what am I saying? You know what I mean? Does that make me less?
What you want to say, Bernice?
Because this is a lot. First off, because I identify as non-binary.
Okay, I get it.
My name is Vernice. My pronouns are she, her, hers, they, them.
Okay.
It's always mine. I have a whole set of morals.
Okay.
I identify as a feminine, non-binary person because gender is a spectrum. There is no beginning, middle, or end. It is on a spectrum. And so, and just like sex is on a spectrum, just like I had this full discussion about how trans women fuck bunnies and all of that shit is on the spectrum, just like gender is on the spectrum. So the concept or the idea that people can understand that you fuck multiple parties and that, and then you can't understand gender identity.
We can't hear you. It's going in and out.
Oh, it's frozen now.
Yeah, it's going in and out. We can't hear you.
So Terry, have you ever wanted a pussy?
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. I did when I was 23, and I was hormoned out, and my piece stopped working, and I was crying all the time. I thought I was the last woman. You know, I thought I was a woman trapped in a man's body. That stupid ass routine. And then I realized what the fuck I am, and you know, I don't have to play this game. You know, so because when you take that power, you have to take the power. So if someone said, "You're a man," okay, I'm a man. Now what? You suck, you know, this boyfriend said, yeah, you suck dick, you get fucked. I said, okay, so where are you going with this? I mean, clearly you know that. Okay, now where are we going? Now, do you want your ass beat or not? You know, and so we had to go back and forth and shit. But see, I mean, so when, you know, you have to, so I know what I am. And I know, so then that way, you know, you can't get me with that. And being that not everybody understands who they are. And I know I'm not the young bitch I used to be. And so now it's time for me to transition into that jazzy fish, that older fish, you know, the jazzy little fish with the jewelry and stuff in the car and all that stuff. That's what I'm transitioning to. Who got the little coins, who got her shit together.
And it's funny that you know, Leah asked like what is the end goal and all that. Going up, I did think that, you know, my end goal was to get a sex change.
That's what we thought.
But as I got older, I felt like, you know, I don't need a sex change to be who I am. You know, and if that's what I truly wanted, then I could go there. You know, if that's what I want, if I want to go and get a sex change, I can do that if that's what's going to make me happy. But if I don't want it, I don't need it. You know, and if you know, we have that choice to get it if we want it. Yeah. You know, and some girls don't want it. And some girls get it, and then when they get it, they're unhappy.
They regret it, yeah.
And you know
a few people that.
And that's the thing, like people, like I think some people are so confused with that end goal. Some girls really want to be a certain girl, and some girls want to do it
Everybody.
some girls
Yeah.
just want to do it for their entertainment or show value. But then, let me tell you, I get into it with the girls who want to be a sex. They want to appear in the image of a woman, but then when they talk to a man or a bush queen who they want to have with, they love to talk about, oh, my dick is 10 inches, or I'm fully
That's two
rectional, or
different
X, Y, Z.
All girls are like that.
But if she has a
Uh,
dick, it's what's the point?
That's two different things.
Okay. I guess I don't have an opinion. Go ahead. I'm saying my experience. I'm saying like my views with the girls who do that. The girls
But we just trying, like me, I know for me, I'm just trying to help you find a way to look at it so it don't disgust you or so it don't make you feel away.
it doesn't
Their
disgust
sexual
me. But I'm like,
orientation has nothing to do with their sexual preference. They have tools still. That's the beautiful thing about being able to be called a trans woman. Trans woman come with something extra. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now the man don't have to look for a pussy.
no, okay. But and see, that's where we're going to agree to disagree, because if you are
That's crazy.
a trans woman, for me, well, I'm a male. I'm not trying to be a trans woman, but you don't want to go all the way and be a full sex change. So that's fine. You don't be a full sex change. You want to be a trans woman. You still have your man part, and
Honey, get to me.
Hold
I'm
on.
saying,
Okay,
you don't do that.
Hold on. I have a question.
No, but
then,
okay, hold on, Terry.
Go ahead.
But before y'all do that, y'all love to talk about, oh, I'm gonna fuck this person, I'm gonna do this kind of thing, and that's fine. But for the trans woman who, I think I have a problem with, y'all be trying to have me carry y'all bags, and y'all want to be feminine on y'all time.
What does that
You
mean?
don't carry my motherfucking bag.
Carrying bags, Neil.
Y'all want
You get fucked and you fuck and you
Hello.
hand it to you. So what the fuck?
Girl.
Y'all want
What does carrying bags and anything? What does sex has to do with anything about how you feel as a person,
Or our friend.
or how I look, or how
You got time to say yourself.
I am in my everyday
because I
life.
associate carrying bags and carrying and open doors.
But I think that's different a little bit, Neil, because I want people to carry my bags too. But that don't mean that
I just said I associate.
What does their sexual desire have to do with
y'all
you?
feelings? I'm talking about how I associate things.
But we're just trying to enlighten you though, so you won't walk around with this ignorance.
Do you know how many bags you done carried for girls that sat around here and been tops?
Okay. Y'all go ahead.
Do you know how much you done for Sasha Valentino?
Thank you for Rob.
Y'all right. Y'all go ahead. Keep going.
And amongst your other girlfriends.
Y'all right. Y'all keep going.
I think what we need to know is how they feel about sex have to do with their womanhood.
And how they should be treated, how we should be treated.
You give us a quick, concise answer, nothing long.
my concise answer is y'all are right. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
No, you're a little limited in your thinking.
Oh, I'm sorry, Terry. Shit.
No, but see, I get what you're saying. But then the thing is that it's crazy how gay men and mostly the girls as friends have this vision of what we should be when you don't live our lives. You know what I mean? So you just sat up here and flip-flop, got fucked every which way but loose, and then did some dirty dicking and everything else, and that's totally okay.
He
but
still want to be treated like a man. And he still want to be treated like a man,
okay,
right?
Yeah,
and
you
just had the legs up in the air, missionary style, begging for more.
Yes.
Big boots.
And I am
begging
not
for
But you
more.
still
giving
want
up on
somebody to
that.
call you he, him,
But
and
what he
his.
trying to say, Cortez? What he trying to say?
You know what? They have their opinions about us. They think we're supposed to be the woman that they would be.
Hey, if a man want to be fucked by anybody, he want to be a
Thank you,
dick is a dick. If he want to be fucked,
Okay.
he gotta be fucked.
But that's
You
still
know,
no. That means Neil, you still putting labels on people and sex.
Yep.
Yeah.
well, everybody put labels on people. It's just not me.
No.
Everybody put.
Yeah, like
You're right. I'm the only person that put labels on people. I'm sorry.
no, it's okay. It's
No,
okay.
I'm saying I'm sorry. Y'all are right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
To go
I'm
get
sorry.
fucked and do all the things that he want to do, but it's not okay for a trans woman to fucking get fucked.
I'm sorry.
See, that's
Y'all
why
are-
you and
y'all are
Nicole
right.
couldn't get along, because you didn't want
Exactly.
Nicole to talk about how she was banging them boys and bending them boys over, and now you still talking this shit.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all right. I'm sorry.
That's being closed-minded and not considering the fact that, bitch, we are human. We are human. We have sexual desires too. And just because we are women or look like women does not mean
I'm saying, I keep saying, y'all are right. I'm wrong. You won. You won. I'm sorry. Y'all won.
You can continue to say what you want to say, but we're gonna get it out. And we're gonna say what we want to say.
Right. And I think the most surprising part for me is that you work in education and you're so limited in your thinking and your ability to think abroad.
That's what I'm saying.
I
y'all
think that's
are
just
right.
what's more
I'm wrong.
that's
Y'all
just
are right.
mind-boggling to me.
And 10,000 men, butt naked, mustard nuts, and sweaty dicks, and come every goddamn well.
Syphilis, herpes,
and had the time of your life.
Like he was at Disney World.
But if it was a trans woman in that one, that would have threw the whole party
She
out.
would have been a nigga.
Exactly. She would have been the nigga at the white party, right? Oh, okay.
All that stuff. If I was a trans woman in there and niggas, y'all are right. I'm wrong. Y'all are right.
Just because you say that, don't make it okay.
Thank you for acknowledging.
My girlfriend Frida Payne said that all the time just to get us off of her. That don't work for me. That don't work for me. So we're gonna continue to talk about it because guess what? It needs to be said. It needs to be talked about.
And it's very limited, and it shows how people only have these conversations about trans women and not trans masculine people.
So how do you feel about trans men that want to get fucked?
Well, I've said on this show
numerous
times.
I'm sure you would fuck you a trans man, right?
I've said on this show numerous times, a trans man, anything trans does not attract to me. Okay. I'm attracted
you to that now.
I am a gay male who are attracted to other gay males.
And that's perfectly fine. That you are gay.
That's what I'm saying. Like nothing trans attracts to me.
That's your preference. That's your preference. But you are treating a trans woman just because she says she like to fuck men. You treat her a certain type of way because
I'm not treating her a certain type of way.
No, because you don't want to treat her like the woman she is because she like to fuck.
The woman she is because she like to fuck?
Yes. Because guess what?
The woman she is because she like to fuck?
They're men. It's called pegging. There are plenty of women that strap on and fuck their men.
I'm not saying anything. If a trans woman fucks a man, that's their thing. It's not my thing. They can do that.
And that's fine. And
the trans women can have anybody they want to have with. It's up to that's their thing. That's not my thing.
And that's fine if it's not your thing.
Hold on, wait. That's not your thing for you or not your thing for them. Because
it's not my thing for me.
Okay, we get that. But but how does that affect the trans person? Now, I mean, I'm not a trans attracted. I don't like anything trans man or trans woman. If they're in the room, it's not going down.
Me either, girl.
Or fish. I have a problem with fish seeing my piece. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I just issues with that.
I'm a fucking trans man.
You know, I can't do it. Now I know people would say they can fuck a trans man. If you were born with a pussy, I can't do it. The dick gotta be there.
I'm a fucking trans man.
I can't do it.
You look like you're praying on it too. You look like you're praying on it like
let me
You
explain
want
something.
to, Trent?
you look like it's gonna come your way.
You have?
I have no problem with anybody fucking doing whatever they want to do with people.
I don't.
I like who I like, and I don't like who I don't like.
Okay.
And that's my preference.
Okay.
What you like, what Trent Chevelle, Vita, Terry like, that's their thing. That might not be my thing, and vice versa.
But that's what you were saying at first.
What?
You
Was
was ridiculing the girls and clocking they womanhood because they wanted to use a certain part of their organ.
Hey.
It's not about choice. You didn't give them a choice, but now everybody can have their choice.
Now everybody can have a choice.
They can have
Come
a
on,
choice.
Neil. Come on. No.
I have a certain.
But guess
choice
what?
I like.
It's many times, bitch, I done ran into a boy, bitch, that want that from me, and I don't want to do, but bitch, guess what? I'm horny, so we got to do what we got to do.
That's right.
Okay, but guess
You know
what?
what?
But guess what? You gonna give off yours too. You gonna give off yours, and you giving off yours first.
You
Okay.
so crazy.
And then if we finish off, then hey, I'm out the picture then. You can wrap it up. It's time for you to go.
Right.
That's what on being. I'm like Vita, bitch. I am a girl, Damon. Bitch, I want me, bitch.
Okay.
And when you come over here, I don't care what your plan is,
My
but
friend
it's gonna go down first.
needed her greens. Yes,
Y'all are absolutely right. Y'all are right.
You are. Yes, we are.
Y'all are right.
Thank you for acknowledging.
Thank you. We ain't trying to be right. We're just trying to educate you. You know,
Y'all are right.
we're just trying to open up. We're trying to open up your eyes, just like we're trying to open up some Republicans' eyes. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? But I understand. I understand because I mean, and in a way, I appreciate what you're saying, Neil, because of the fact that I mean, that's the type of boys that have always been our allies. Boys that want us to be more feminine, boys that want us to do more things like that. But what you guys want us to live, y'all's version of what
you think I should be.
I should be, right. You shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. If they carry your bags, I'm not carrying my own fucking bags. It's not gonna happen. It's not happening. Okay. And no. So yeah, and if I got some sidekick with me or something, yeah, here, get all that. Let's grab that and I'll go to the car, you know. And so I mean, yeah, it's a courtesy that I appreciate and I expect. Okay.
And I understand. You don't want me to carry you don't want to carry your bags, but you want to fuck me at the end of the night.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and what is wrong with that?
It's crazy to me.
How?
You want to be dainty when it comes to carrying bags, but you want to fuck me at the end of the night.
So fucking is not dainty to you? How can I mean if I'm all done, fucking the shit out this boy. How is that not dainty?
You don't know what your parents do in the bed, so baby, guess what? You don't know what they freak level is.
I know my mom and dad, they got down. And my mom wanted very sexually happy, fluid kids. You know what I mean? She did the best she could to tell us. When I bought them first time, I said, Mom, I don't like that shit. The shit hurts. She said, you got to take it easy. It's going to hurt. She told me the whole thing. She told me the whole thing. I was like, what?
Now she said you got to take it easy.
You got to relax.
It's going to hurt. You relax all the way, you know. The same stuff I tell the boys. Relax. Just breathe, you know. All that. Yeah, look at it. Look at Jamel breathing. I'm done. Her breathing technique. Okay. No, but listen, I get what you're saying, and I get what you think. You know, I appreciate that opinion, but if I don't judge you for bottoming, why should you judge me for topping?
Because I might think you should top all the time. Cause wait, not to say that you are, but like to say you over masculine. So I think you should tap all the time. No, but bitch, no, you like to take fucking dick.
What?
I think you are.
Well, you know, I don't. No, I am just like flow with the person who I'm into at the time.
That you with what at the time?
Yeah, what?
I'm going with the flow of the person I'm with at the time.
Mm.
And what does that mean? What do you mean?
Right inside.
He's gonna top or bottom.
That
Depending
means
on the
I'm
situation.
yeah, because I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do with the person I'm with at the time.
Yeah, but what if he wants to
I mean, right.
Sometimes I feel like a nut, sometimes I don't.
We all feel like a nut, and we all don't sometimes.
Hello.
However, we got to get it.
I always do.
Once again, I'm not talking about how y'all.
And you might at the bottom lover, fuck you.
Okay.
You know what you mean?
Terry, I wouldn't talk about how everybody else feeling. I'm talking about how I'm feeling. You see how my feelings keep getting involved in everybody else? This is my feelings.
Okay. And you have it right. And you have that right. You have that right.
This nigga hit that cup so motherfucking hard. He talking in circles.
It's okay.
You,
you can have that opinion.
Make us do that. You ain't finna make us do that. Nigga, you fucked up for that. Ain't nobody finna do that with you. Talking in fucking circles.
What you talking about?
Talking in circles, nigga. You came back to the same shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think you have a right to believe however you believe. People have a right to feel how they feel. I felt some type of way, and I am still learning every day. You know, I see that every day. You know, and it's just different. You know, I mean, shit is just different. You know, there's this girl that's at a client of mine that's at our thing. Now she's no looker, none of that, no dresser, no none of that, and stuff. She called me last night because she's at a woman's house, and the fish told her, "You better knock when you come in this room that they share together, because I might be getting dressed." And I said, "Well, girl," and then she said, "Well, I don't have to knock. If you want to change, go to the bathroom." And then the fish said, "Well, you're a man," and this, that, and other, and lit her up. Okay. Now I told her, I said, okay. She said, well, she is not accepting my feelings or calling me a girl. I said, but don't you think you should bend a little bit and accept her feelings? And if she's in there, if the door's closed, knock on the door before you come in. Because some people don't want you to see them naked. You know what I mean? And so I was talking with my supervisor, the director. She went over the house this morning and told the fish, if it comes between you and her, me putting them out, I'm putting you out because you can go anywhere. She is a trans woman and can't go anywhere. What does her penis have to do with any fucking thing? She lit her ass up, and she lit up the whole fucking house. Okay. And I was trying to get her to see both sides, and she was like, no, fuck that. She has to be validated, and these are her rights. And I thought about it, and that's true. You know, and that's what I thought. Like, just because she is weird or whatever, we consider different, you know, because I know girls like me. You know, and she's not a girl like me, but she's still a girl. Does that make her not a girl?
She considers herself a trans woman.
She considers herself a trans woman, and she should be respected as such. If she doesn't look all the way the part, she doesn't. But that doesn't make her any less of a woman than I am.
Exactly.
I just believe I look better. Somebody may believe she looks better. You know, I just believe, you know, but I don't know.
But you know, they always like we said earlier, they always consider being pretty as being part of being completely a trans woman. But that's not the case, you know, because I know plenty of trans women that don't look like women, but they have been living their life as a trans woman as long as I've been knowing them, and I've been knowing them for years.
Mm-hmm.
And does that mean you won't walk with them in the grocery store? Does that mean you won't walk with them through Walmart? Because I wouldn't want someone to say, "Oh, I'm not gonna walk with you because you're gonna get me clocked," or I don't want them. My girl Andrea years ago said to me, "Well, I don't really like going because I don't want you to get clocked." I said, "Fuck that! If they clock me, you, whatever, fuck." I said, "It is what it is, and I'm gonna stand up for you. Fuck them. You better walk with this bitch. Walk in the store."
The thing is, I don't understand why girls don't think they can get clocked, because the same way Bush Queen gets clocked, like, oh, he a gay boy. Why can't girls get clocked? Like, oh, everybody get clocked,
Right.
and that's why I hate when people like, oh, she clocked me, bitch. That's fine.
I walk
They
around
clock
clocking people all day long.
Somebody done clocked me too as a gay
Like,
boy.
They
Everybody get clocked.
They do. And you know what? And now, and see, but the thing is that now we don't have to worry. Now, what is clocking me? Okay, because you already, okay, because now they have more knowledge about trans women. Okay, so they know what to identify, not the old bullshit. Look at their neck, look at their hands, their feet. But now they can really identify us because they see. And so I think it's okay. I don't give a fuck because now it just makes it less for me. Whenever they ask, "Are you?" I always say, "Honey, you asking a question you already know the answer to. If you ask the question, you know the answer."
Right, because you're not asking that question to everybody.
Hello? If you ask that question, you know the motherfucking answer already. So let's do this. Is you gonna do it or not?
Mm-hmm.
You know. So
it's okay to be the girl. What?
Go ahead.
People take things so serious because gay boys get clocked all the time. Like all the time, boys get clocked. So I don't understand why like trans women feel like, oh, somebody clocked me. It's such a big deal. Bitch, boys get clocked all the time. It's not a big deal.
Will you stop trying to speak for trans women and their experience? You don't know what that feel
I
like.
wasn't trying. I didn't say trans women. I wasn't trying to speak for trans women. I say boys get clocked all the time.
And no, that not all the time. But it's a difference when you are a trans woman and you trying to appear as a woman. And
because nobody is calling you out like they feel like they need to call us out, and nobody is running to everybody around them saying, "Oh my God, look, that's a man. You see, that's a man right there." You know,
it's totally different.
It's totally different.
Oh, so
Now,
y'all think all the boys that get clocked are like running around like, "Hey, Miss Thing, hey, Miss Thing, hey, girl."
Ain't nobody going around talking about, you see that punk, you see that gay boy, you see that.
They
Ain't
do
nobody
that.
doing that. It's a difference in a female or a straight male see a trans woman and he clocked that it's a trans woman. He gonna want everybody in there to know that that's
a trans.
That's a man. That's what he want everybody in there. He want everybody in there to know. It ain't like when a sissy coming in there and bitch she got on flaming shorts, or even a bush queen that acts feminine, a masculine man looking man that acts feminine. They not sitting up there talking about look at him, look at him, look at him.
Okay, I'm just saying.
They not
the trans woman experience. It's a lot of gay males that get clocked all the time.
And are you telling me that if you are in a place where it's predominantly black, and it's some ignorant ass boy in there, and some masculine boy come in there and he acting real feminine, that man is going to try to get everybody in his little section to say that you see that punk?
Yes, he's gonna say that too. He gonna say that's the punk too.
No, he's not. And you know what the difference is? Because they feel like, okay, whoever they're with, oh look, they know that's the punk. But when they see us, them and Fish, they feel threatened, because they're attracted, they don't know how to handle it.
But they still gonna say that's a punk too.
If they, but not on the same level they're gonna do us. They're gonna try to clown us.
No.
Yeah, they do. Have you ever been chased down in the bathroom by police and told to get out of this women's bathroom? I have, years ago. I just fucking fight. I was taken out of a nightclub. I was fighting, and the cops took us in the back, dug down in my pants, said, "Yep, that's a man," and dug in my girl. "That's a man. Take him to jail." I said, "Bitch, you just raped me," because she did. It was a female officer, had no right to dig into my fucking hands and decipher what she thought I was.
What?
Yeah, it was crazy. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. It's a lot different because they don't know how to handle the attraction. And so what I always say, especially the guys who be like, I don't go to the gay bar. If a gay person hit on me, I'm gonna do this, that, and other. I say, well, what do you do when an unattractive woman hits on you? You tell her no, thank you, right? Why is that different than telling a man that or a trans that? How is that different? You don't know how to handle, because when a
They don't
dyke
know
hits
how.
on me, I say, girl, I don't get down like that. Sorry, thank you. I don't want to beat her up because she wants me to have her. It just ain't going down, you know? So, I mean, I don't understand. They feel threatened and they want to attack us more so.
They don't know how
I
to
mean,
handle it.
they don't.
They don't know how to handle their feelings.
Exactly, that's what it is. Their feelings that they don't know how to handle. They don't know how to handle the attraction, the feelings, and then they think you're attractive. So then they want to know what the other people think. You know what I mean? And get a feel of that.
I
So
bet you if all their friends would go along with it, they would be right there.
you know what I noticed when I was in prison? It taught me a lot about boys. It taught me how boys are just like dogs. They run in packs, and whoever the leader is, however he feels,
They're gonna
they
find
feel the same way.
you.
So if he was fine with the girls, they're fine with the girls. If he hates the girls, they hate the girls. Men are very weak, very weak. Gay men are actually stronger mentally, and than straight men are. Straight men are extremely weak, and straight women are weak. And they hate us for living our truth and living for who we are. That's what they can't take the most. That's what I found. So I mean, I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing it no more. Honey, I'm not playing the game. It is what it is.
Girl, first of all, I think that's a lot of reason why I am how I am when it comes to like sexual stuff and all that kind of stuff like that. And I am kind of like a private person when it comes to my sexual acts and even like my attractions to people, because of people like Neil and how they perceive stuff. So I don't need you to have no perceptions of me. What I want you to perceive is what I present to you. So therefore you go treat me as such, and what I do in my private time is my business. And
that's part of the reason. Look, that's part of the reason why when I'm on Grindr or something, I don't hit up anybody's profile. I just wait for them to plug me. Because I'm not gonna have somebody
like
give me a
you
bunch of
shocked when you
gratitude.
see me on there either, bitch. No, I'm human.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. They can see me. I tell motherfuckers, bitch, I'm on my Grindr. Me and him both get on Grindr at the same time. Bitch, quit out of here.
Yeah,
I don't mind. But
because guess what? I feel like that's when you hear somebody say, "Oh, bitch, I seen so and so and such and such
on Grindr, right?
Well, I seen such and such and." Well, bitch, you seen that mean you was there too. So you was there doing the same motherfucking thing or looking for the same motherfucking thing. So what a read that?
Here you go. Because back to Neil's point, because she a woman, she shouldn't be on Grindr.
Fuck that. But guess what? It's somebody in my inbox.
Hello. There's a whole bunch of motherfuckers in my inbox.
They might be in your inbox too, though. But guess what? They in mine too.
Yeah, y'all absolutely right.
I'm gonna be in everybody's inbox.
See,
I don't care.
Point of people, get your what? Jut.
You know what? I just don't go because I can't figure out. I remember like BGC years ago. I think been in there in a month of Sundays, but it used to be more defined. I think you could see you could read the boy's profile and see what he liked. This here you can't hardly tell. So so I just wait.
Unless they put it out there.
Right.
You got to go through all the rigmarole, bitch. And if I tell you the profile say topic, bitch, then they talking about send you a picture of your piece and how big your piece is. Well, what if you ask me all that stuff? Because my profile say bottom and you ask me all of this. And like your profile say top. This don't go together, boo.
Right.
What we doing?
No.
Well, my profile says top. It says top versatile, but the versatile is a lie. And I'll send a dick pic in a minute. Fuck it. Let's do it. Send yours, send mine. Let's do it.
And I'm not that type of girl. That's not my job.
So when you say you send a dick pic, do you say that you're a trans woman too?
Yes.
Because a trans.
They see my picture on the motherfucking thing.
So they know you're trans.
And
yeah,
women have one.
Yeah. They know exactly what I don't catfish nobody. I use my real pics I never, no, I don't catfish nobody. They get the real deal. If you don't like me, move on. If you do, come on.
And if you don't, block it so you won't see it.
Right.
Okay.
You know?
I like that.
My children on Jack and Grindr, I block them immediately.
I mean, I like that if a person say exactly who they are and they're very upfront, that's who they are. Why would I wouldn't even block somebody like that because this person's saying exactly who they are.
No, I'm blocking them because I don't need to see you while I'm trying to get my job. Because you're gonna throw me out. I don't want to see my child, my daughter, son, one of y'all.
See, but I don't. I like I said, I don't look through it because because I'm just not gonna have somebody. You know, I used to have an issue years ago with being like one of the first people to have a boy because I didn't want them to say, oh yeah, the first time I got fucked was Terry Williams, you know, because then throw that around, you know, and make me look like the last man. So I used to have issues with that, you know. Now I don't give a fuck. But I mean, that used to be concerning to me because, you know, and I didn't want to introduce anyone to drugs either, because if it wasn't your first time doing drugs, it's not going to be with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not going to turn you out. But I mean, I've been the first for a lot, probably most men in Cleveland because of the escorting and the bars and shit, you know. But I'm a starter kid. They go to me and then they work their way.
Y'all remember that time we was talking about that session that you have and bitch would be out of town and you never get it in?
Uh-huh.
I had one of them in Cleveland. And bitch, I was just coming to the club. And bitch, he told me, I'm getting ready to go to jail in 2 days.
Okay.
Bitch, I wanted his name, address, what kind of jail you was going to. I don't even know your skin on yet. You ain't got there. But if you can think of something close to it where I can get to.
Damn.
Terry, I might be in Cleveland, and I might be in Cleveland for GBO.
Oh, good. You should come. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. We're really excited.
Well, when is that, Terry?
July 9th.
July 9th.
Yeah, I'm trying to change the whole dynamics of it because, you know, historically our pageants have been buried in the middle of the night at a gay
on
bar
a Sunday.
It's
usually on a Sunday, right?
That's time.
It's usually on a Sunday.
But most pageants on a Sunday on fucking midnight. You know,
yeah,
and then people got to work. My shit now, I'm changing it from now on. It's gonna be on a Saturday and start at a reasonable time at 5 o'clock.
Oh yeah, I'll be there.
And we cannot have, and you can't expect people to sit there 4 and 5 hours without food.
Hey, Cortez.
So we got food and everything.
I'm gonna have to find me some content creators in Cleveland.
Huh?
I'm gonna have to find me some content creators.
Ain't none out there. It's none out there.
Ain't none in Cleveland?
None what?
No.
You the damn lie.
I'm gonna find some.
Wait, hold on.
You gotta find what? I didn't hear you.
Some content creators.
Somebody to fuck him while he there and they can record.
Yes.
No, there's people here do all that shit. You know,
ain't no content creators in there, but I know it's some creators in Cleveland. I don't know about content.
Cleveland got some nice boys in it. We just an old steel town.
Cleveland got some boys.
Cleveland got some boys in it, bitch.
Oh, I'll be there early.
Hey, Cortez, welcome to the after show.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, who is this?
That's my brother. That's my brother, Cortez.
Hey,
hi, Cortez.
Hi. Hi, beautiful people. Trent is halfway gone. When I tell you rocking, like Tanisha Cassidy used to do, you are rocking. Brother, you are rocking, man.
Now I have a question. Do y'all feel, because sometimes I feel like this, especially Grindr here. So do y'all feel like after a certain amount of time, it's like walking through the bar over and over again with the same people?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, what the fuck?
That's why I don't even log in unless I'm out of town, because it's like the same people, the same.
That's what's gonna happen when you're in a place like Cleveland or Ohio or wherever you at.
Here you go. Okay.
Yeah. And not Atlanta.
Yeah, not Atlanta.
Oh,
okay.
Atlanta, you move.
You gotta go different
places.
places.
A whole new grid.
Yeah, we have other places too. This is not fucking Des Moines or nothing. This is Cleveland. Okay. So we're all right. Okay, this ain't okay.
Well, I can't wait.
It's some trade in Cleveland.
It's trade in Cleveland. You know, we're all, Cleveland's like Detroit. It just not without the without the war zone.
It's hot
Without
as-
looking like a war zone.
Saturday, I'm gonna come Friday.
Yeah, it's cute. You'll have something. You'll have something real cute.
I'm actually coming to Cleveland, in Ohio. Me and my old man,
Uh-huh.
we're going to Cedar Point.
Yes.
It's like, so I'll be in that area in August.
When's that? Oh, August.
Yeah.
Now you did hear him say him and his old man coming, so they coming to terrorize Cleveland in the area, right?
And now they're not gonna do nothing to Cedar Point. You're gonna mess around. And then you're gonna come to Cleveland because ain't nothing
Yeah.
to Cedar Point. But
Yeah,
some teenage white boys.
we're going to Cedar Point to go to the water park and a amusement park.
Did you buy the fast pass?
How fucking boring is that?
Yeah.
Get here. Enjoy.
Huh?
Right.
How what? How boring is what?
Is that he got a water park and a theme park here in Georgia?
No, but Cedar
What-
Point
Oh, it's
is,
just
But
like
Cedar
going to
Point
have
is
in a
different.
different city.
yeah, Cedar Point is known. They always pay for the
Well-
biggest and fastest
Well,
ride every year.
Cedar
They
Point
wanna
is
come- They
Cedar
want to go
Point
for
is
the
the
boys.
best amusement park in the world to me. I
Yeah,
love
it is.
Cedar Point.
It's great. I've been going my whole life. It's great.
Neil, you just want to go for the boys.
There ain't no boys
No,
there, but teenage
I'm not
boys.
going for the boys because me and my man going together.
So y'all both going for the boys.
And
No,
Trent,
we going to ride the roller coasters at Cedar
they
Point.
got one
I'm going to ride the roller coasters too.
in Georgia. They got amusement park in Georgia. It's like going to have in a different state. So you got to go to a different, and it's nothing like your shit. But guess what? When things don't go right in that city, you be like, bitch, I can't wait to get home. And
I should have came here no fucking way.
okay, bitch, I'm gonna call. Bitch, soon as I get home, I'm calling so and so. Cause bitch, guess what? Bitch, it was laid down here.
What, Terry,
Now,
Terry, they don't understand how great Cedar Point is. I know how great Cedar Point is because we went down on my 12th grade field trip, and it's amazing.
Yeah. It's Cedar Point is something else. It's really ranked one of the best amusement parks in the world, and because there's a roller coaster designer that does the fastest, the wooden steel ones and stuff. So every year they contract out what amusement park's gonna get to have it, and they pay for it like every other year. So every other year they have the fastest this, the speediest this, the steepest that. Every year they do, and it's just all right.
But it's okay, Terry. These people don't know because they only know about International Queen and
I
USA
know.
and America and all these other pageants. They don't know about that kind of stuff. I know about other issues outside of pageantry.
also, you saying that you whirling because you know about,
Congratulations, darling.
because you done been to an amusement park, bitch. Bye.
Congratulations.
Miss me with that shit, bitch. I've been
Yes, I know.
I've been through there going to a booking to make a coin, bitch. How about that? Bitch, I drove through that bitch. Waved at the park, bitch. How about that? Because I was going to make a coin. I was going to make a check. Bitch, it wasn't about going to ride on the fastest ride.
Everybody say congratulations to Neil in the comments.
Because he done roll a goddamn roller
He hit a
coaster.
milestone.
And in a goddamn tube.
Okay, hold on, Chevelle. But here's the question: do you feel like in all our travels that we have been deprived of seeing certain cities because of the way we come in and do a show and split?
No. Because guess what? When I know, and I tell people this all the time, especially like when I was when I'm a national title holder and I'm coming to a city, I'm very because history was one of my favorite subjects in school. So when I'm going to a city and I know it has some type of history or something like that, I want to go and I want to see that city. I want to see.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
See the history of that city, the history of that city.
Oh.
And I want to spend time in the city if I can. I want to do all the things. I want to take pictures. I like to have memories.
Buy the local cuisine, whatever it is that they like to eat
I like to
there.
do all that.
Yeah, me too.
When I first went to Atlanta, they was
What
trying
about history did you enjoy? What about history did you enjoy?
Here we go.
I love things about history because I like to know about how things started. I want to see the stuff if it's still there. I want to be able to go and see it. you know, and
For example, like what? Like we say
when
see
I
things
went to
there.
I went to Thomas Jefferson's house when I was Continental. I went to Thomas Jefferson's house. I went to see the museum. I did all of that when I went to Virginia when I was Continental Plus. I went to the statue for Ashman, the tennis man that died.
Arthur Ashe.
Arthur Ashe. I went to see that and see the statue. And when I was in Virginia, I also had them take me by the places where they had used to auction off the slaves, because I couldn't believe that they still had those things there.
And down in Savannah.
So
Down in Savannah, they got them blocks that they used to.
Yes, and all that stuff. And like when Jim Flint found out, like that's the stuff that I like to do, he made sure that when I went to certain cities that I got to do those things, because that's what I like to do. When I went to San Juan, they set me there for a long time without nothing to do, but I wanted to go see Old San Juan because there's history there in Old San Juan. I love to see. When I went to Hawaii the first time, we went to the Kings and Queens Castle, where they held the Queen hostage in her own home in a corner of her castle, where she sat there and knitted a blanket. And there was the first toilet in that castle on that whole island. So I love history stuff. That's what I loved about history, Neil. And I love to go places and see things. And I would do stuff on my own.
Told you up, Neil.
That's a fact.
Okay, first off,
okay. So hold on. Let me get back to this. Even when after I was in the post tragedy, I told my friend Sean Fungaling, I'm coming to New York and I want to do some. I want to go to stuff that's set in New York that shows me New York, things that I've never done. I want to go to where the Trade Center, the bombing happened. I want to do that. I want to go to the Statue of Liberty because I've never been there.
I want to go to the Apollo.
I want to go to the Empire State Building. I want to do all of these things. And guess what? Sean lived in the city and was born there and never done those things. I want to go to Sylvia in Harlem. I want to go to the Apollo. I want to go see Black people when I watch the goddamn show. So those are the things that I like to do. I went to see the Charm House because that's what I want to see because I watch TV.
So y'all people that talk about tore me up didn't tear me up because I'm in history.
Didn't tear you up. Because you were trying to be smart and shit. Like what? Like what? Like what?
First off,
yeah, like you gonna catch me off guard or something, bitch.
Oh yeah. She tore you up. She tore you up. She won. No. She won question and answer.
Didn't tell me up.
Hey, you gonna give me my G's, bitch? I'm going to get a drink.
Chevelle just talked about the things that she wanted to go see in New York that a tourist would want to go see.
Because I was a fucking tourist, you fat.
Yes, you want to be tourist.
It's our history.
And I said I want to see stuff that had to do with the city. That's what that tourists do that I've never done because every time I come to the city, guess what I'm doing? I'm making a coin.
You're right.
I'm here for work, so I don't never get to do any of those things. I wanted to go see TRL. I want to go walk on the red steps, bitch.
So
I take pictures like everybody else do when they go to the goddamn city. That's what
it's great. I'm glad you went to go see the tourist attractions.
Just like you like to go to raves and take pictures at the raves with all of your people and all that kind of stuff. That's the stuff that I like to do.
Yeah.
Neil.
Y'all is a key.
But
I must say, she wore you. She wore you out.
Why tell you?
You need to take your L. You need to take your L.
See, that's the thing.
No. Go ahead and concede now. Take your fucking L.
I would never concede. I don't feel like I got red.
I feel like you got put in your place, not red.
I don't feel like I got red because history is different than tourist attractions.
She was so ready, she didn't even have to pause.
First off, that's somebody like y'all don't know what history is.
Oh,
y'all talk about attractions.
But wait a minute, tourists normally do go to historic sites. So I mean, like going to Pittsburgh. I mean, going to Philly, you go see like the Liberty Bell and all that bullshit.
Okay.
You know, you go to New York, the Statue of Liberty or something. That shit's old. It ain't new.
That's what tourists do.
Yeah,
Tourists do.
right.
Yeah.
But it's history though. And I said
I'm
history.
saying,
And when I came to Atlanta, I couldn't get none Atlanta person to take me by Ebenezer. I couldn't take none of that.
what,
I got no
Ebenezer?
club though.
Oh, I
Cortez,
can
we
go to
can hear
Ebenezer.
you.
Because I'm a member of Ebenezer Church. So I can go there.
I don't believe that, but go ahead.
Oh, first off, I'm not here for you to believe it. It's not Ripley's Believe It or Not for you.
I'm in
But
love. I'm in love with Pastor
but
Watermelon.
I'm here for it. He's cute.
but
I'm here for it.
I
Cortez.
definitely am a member of Ebenezer. And okay,
He mute.
Chevelle, you're
We can't hear him.
who?
We can't hear you, Cortez.
You're not muted. You might need to come in.
He not muted.
Go out and
Cortez
come
not
back
muted.
in. Go out and come back in. Now I know you know how to work this. You just engineering at BET.
Yes, go out and come back.
Now you can't do this.
Oh, that's
Neil got towed up.
I didn't get tore up.
Yes, you did.
I definitely get tore up.
You working your grinder?
I done been to Anne Frank's house. I done been to, I like to see all this stuff. Amusement parks is not my thing.
I like amusement parks. But I mean,
don't get me wrong. Now I would go once I started going to Universal, bitch, and I could ride the rides and I was able to get on that rocket thing and all. Bitch, I went to Universal all the time.
Ooh.
I'm not going back get on no ride. I'm not.
I'm gonna
getting
walk around, but I'm not getting
I
on
love
nobody's
the
ride.
but my thing is I like to see like the history of a city. I even like to go to restaurants that's not a chain that bitch I can go to
Mm-hmm.
I love a not chain restaurant. It has to be.
Take me to somewhere which y'all known for.
Who got some good ribs?
Something that you
Who
can
got
only
some
get
what?
in that
Right.
city.
That's the type of person I am.
Where's the ghetto? Where's the weed? Where's the drugs? Where's all that?
I'll never forget one of my first times in Orlando was with you, and bitch, we went to look for some weed, and we went to the hood, bitch, and we went to the project, and I was like, bitch, do you know what we going? You said no, bitch. They said we're going to get some weed. We good. I said, oh, okay, well let's ride then, bitch. That's what's up.
I can find drugs any motherfucking where. I swear to God. No matter what it is, I can find it. Just like that. I was just talking earlier on my live earlier about the time I was in Orlando and we went to get some coke at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And we pulled into this project. Huge mistake. I pulled in head first. And here go the boys all around my car. Hey, what's going on? So I said, let me get some coke. I bought the coke from them, And then my girlfriend had wanted a piece of crack. So I said, does anybody got a 20
wait a
piece
minute,
crack?
Terry.
Huh?
Who was with you, girl?
Andrea. My girl Andrea. She wanted some crack. We talked about it. She wanted crack. So I got her. So then they went to go get the crack, and all of a sudden they start acting weird. And the next thing I know, they pulled up and they had a gun to my head, pulled me out of the car.
Oh, I remember you telling me about that.
Busted me all up in my shit. First things first, let's get this hair off. Okay, boom. They ripped the hair off. And then they said, okay, now they gave me a note, punched me in the nose, blood started pouring down my face. Okay. But then they didn't really like fuck me up. They just like hit me in the back, but they ripped off all of my clothes. It was like really weird because it was like 6 or 8 boys, and they ripped off all of my clothes in like some.
And you got turned on.
No, but then he actually put a gun. He was pointing the gun in between my legs, like, let me see, I'm gonna blow the motherfucker off. Really, it was scary. And then then all of a sudden I was asshole naked, but I had an extra key fob because my other one had messed up, and I pressed the panic button, and they couldn't get my car to stop going off, and that brought the fish out. And then next thing you know, he just took my keys. He went from holding the gun to me and took my keys, say, there are your keys, get out of here. So I got up, asshole naked, full of blood, drove to the hotel room, walked to the hotel naked. She said, what the fuck happened? I said, it didn't work out, girl. It didn't work out. She said, what? I said, no, none of that worked out at all. She said, what do you mean? I said, yeah, the crack, no, it just didn't work out, okay? And she was devastated, but the girl that took me there, totally fully dressed, nothing was wrong with her. Now, she was no looker, mind you, but I do believe it was a setup. Okay. But I mean, who knows? You know, I mean, so it could be dangerous. That was the one time that I did everything you're not supposed to do. Pull in so you can't pull off. Put the car in park, you know, in a spot, and let these motherfuckers get around my car. I mean, all that shit. You know, I was just gone. So I fucked it up. And you don't go at nighttime in the middle of the night. Don't do that. That's
a lot.
In the middle of the night.
Don't go searching for drugs in the middle of the night.
How long ago was this?
About 10, 11 years ago.
I
And I don't even know what projects it was. It was somewhere in Orlando. Because I've been all throughout Orlando. I could find, you know.
Vita, how was your New York experience?
Did you get raped and robbed?
I'm saying, I'm asking Vita.
We talking about your New York experience. We going back there?
Yes.
Is that the best trip you ever had in your life?
I already told you.
We already talked about that. We were going through some more interesting shit. Now I was going to piggyback off Terry because I used to travel with a certain entertainer.
That was too dark.
That ain't dog. You do drugs too. Some type of thing to keep your boot all numb.
What you pick up? Blood pressure pills?
No. Who, me?
No, Johnny said
the one who said go to Publix to get their drugs. Publix ain't got the drugs I used to do. Let me tell you that.
What kind of drugs is that Publix?
Blood pressure pills, they give them for free.
Yeah, I don't need that shit.
No, my
you
New York
was thinking back off of what, and you were asking what trend?
What Terry was saying, like, you know, I used to travel with some entertainers, and one day we left the pageant and they went, I forgot where we were, but it was up north somewhere. Baby, they took us in this dark alley and bought all kind of cocaine. Let me tell you something. I never prayed that hard in my goddamn life. I was praying that them people didn't rob us. I was praying that the police didn't pull up. I was praying, the Lord, if you ever get me out this car, I'm never traveling with this person again. Do you hear me? They were so fucked up. The driver was drunk and everybody in the car was high. I said, I'm not going here no more.
I went to Puerto Rico. I wanted some weed, and they had took me to this little. It was in Old San Juan, but child, it was like the houses was like they didn't even got doors, bitch. They got sheets up for doors and all that kind of stuff like that. The child walks up to the car with a Folgers can, bitch, and the weed was in a Folgers can. And I was like, I don't give a damn, bitch. Give me the weed. I'm like, bitch, this is crazy. I done been through some shit trying to get some weed. Even that trip in Puerto Rico, I'm out because they dropped me off at the hotel. Okay, so bitch, all I know is, bitch, I want me a Puerto Rican piece of trash. So, bitch, I go out, I'm walking, I go to the bar, sit at the bar a little bit, have fun at the bar, talk to people, go to the beach. I'm standing at the goddamn payphone, and this man rides by in this truck. And he rides by 3 times, bitch. So, bitch, I tell him once he stop and talk to me, he don't speak a lick of English. No señorita. I'm telling you, no señorita. Bitch, if I tell you, get in the car with him, he take me to Old San Juan and buy me a soda, Snickers, and all kind of stuff. And we hang out on the little bridge where everybody hanging out at, and we ain't really talking because, bitch, she don't speak a lick of fucking English. So, bitch, I'm sitting up like enjoying myself, smoking weed because he bought me some weed. Girl, so then we get to the motherfucking room and you shocked. Girl, it was the most scary experience in my life. Bitch, so I'm like thinking I'm gonna have to fight this man out this room, and all he gonna say, I wanna see. I'm like, bitch, what you wanna see? What the fuck you want to see? So, bitch, I'm like, no. So, bitch, I'm pushing him out the room. No, his thing was he was really intrigued by it. So, bitch, you trying, that was like your way of trying to engage with me. And I'm like, no, So, bitch, mind you, kicked him out the room or whatever. Bitch, he came back the next day. So, I opened up the door and we bitch, he came in or whatever. Bitch, he took me, bought me a little Coach purse from the Coach store that was down there, took me out to eat, and all that kind of stuff. Next thing you know, bitch, we was having, and we had to push 2 twin beds together. And yeah. And guess what?
Go past Coach though. You passed that now, Coach.
Yeah, Coach. Coach was in there.
Okay.
Coach had a whole stove, bitch. Bitch, that's 2002.
What?
And bitch, but guess how I got to the Panthers the next night?
Him.
Yeah.
Because them people never came back. They never said anything. The promoters are nothing. And if it wasn't for him, like coming to hang out at the room or whatever while I was getting ready or whatever, bitch, I would have never had no ride because them people never called. They never said nothing. I messaged them and everything. Bitch,
see, now when I went, Miss Kitty and Nina Flowers were the promoters, and they had me there for 5 days in one of those beach guest houses. It was a gay guest house.
Nina wasn't she wasn't the promoter. She wasn't the promoter then.
Okay.
Nina Flowers, the DJ.
Yeah. Because remember, Nina used to do Continental.
She did used to do Continental.
Well, she did.
She did.
Speaking of white people that wear a lot of makeup, India Farah though.
Yeah. Go ahead.
We did not talk about her tonight.
We did not talk about that bitch. That bitch made that fucking slave comment on
we
fucking.
Did not talk about, we did not talk about her tonight because we had skipped over her.
Lord.
We did not
what did she say
tonight?
And plaque on that bitch too.
If I tell you that those look like the kernels from the popcorn. Do y'all see? And I wish I had the picture of the actor, the mouth. Miss Thang. So you go get on there and talk about how you wasn't a slave. I'm not a slave. You put it in quotations. Slave. Wait, hold on. Where is it?
First of all, just to let y'all know, I was trying to get on to jump on that conversation that Terry and y'all was having, because that was a good conversation. But
no, jump in. Come on, jump in.
I want Chevelle to finish this, but go ahead.
Oh, well, hold on. Let me read.
She looking for this. Oh, she got an article. But yeah, I want go back to
I'm
that.
very thankful I work for myself and that I'm not a quote unquote slave for someone paying pennies while other cast members make 10 times the amount of pay you are. Go enjoy the rest of the shows you got this year. You're gonna need each and every one of them. I guess she probably thought she was making a little jab at the "I'm a slave for you" Britney Spears, because she do Britney Spears. It's Juneteenth.
Right.
It was the wrong time from the wrong bitch.
And you done quote unquote slave.
I love you, Trent.
Now, had you been close to a bitch that might have grabbed you,
I'm telling you.
So Shay told her the choice to say you're not a quote unquote slave on Juneteenth is truly count. You've outdone yourself, sis. And then she went to say, "Oh, here we go. I forgot I can't tweet anything without it being racist or taken offensively. Thank you for reminding me why I don't play the games y'all choose to play. Not all of us are perfect." First of all, bitch.
Well, the thing is, like, no matter at the end of the day, white women, just white people in general, they just have like a different sense of reality.
Yes,
they're white privilege. They're born with something privilege. We don't have.
So white gay people, they can agree with you on gay issues and the X, Y, Z, but they're still a white gay person.
They're still a white gay man. They still have that white flesh that people are going to bend to. Right.
You can never think that you are on the same level as a white person.
No.
Because you're not. And
no.
when you think you're on their level, that's when you get
knocked out.
Yeah, you're going to get knocked out because it's not the same.
It's not. But you know what? You can always, there's two types, especially with men. There's two types of black men that deal with, gay or straight, that deal with white people and queens too. Okay. It's the kind that sit around and the white people are like the tops to them, and the white people will say nigger jokes and all that to them. And then there's that one that they won't say that shit in front of. They look up to and they know not to play that shit.
Oh
When
yeah.
I was in this detox place,
Yeah.
this white guy was trying to be cool, and he said, "Because sometimes I say the N-word." I said, "No, you ain't. Not around me." I said, "It's not gonna happen." I said,
No,
"It's not gonna
sometimes
fly."
he
He
said
said, "But
that.
no, I don't mean it like that." I said, "Yeah, it's not gonna fly." I said, "And so you try me if you want to." And so he felt like, "But you guys can say it, honey. Yes, I can, and you can't." You know, but I like black guys because you sucked a black dick does not mean you like black guys. I done
And
seen a
I think
many
he,
of white
No,
racist motherfuckers suck a black dick.
It's
that's
so
a
funny you
fetish.
say that,
That's
Terry,
a
because
fetish or
It is a
fantasy.
fetish. It is a fetish.
it
And
is
you
a
know what
fetish.
else is a fetish? Being trans is really a huge fetish. I
Now,
had this they try to hit me up all. They want to fuck all the time, but do they want to marry and be with us? That's different.
definitely more so now.
Now
But I
it's
would,
really yeah.
for sure,
You
but
know, it really is yeah.
I would definitely say that for me as a person has always dated other races, I just kind of feel like I have never really witnessed a point of someone making me feel like I was the big black dick black guy per se. But now, for the last maybe 5 to 6 years, now I realize that. And then I went celibate for like a year and a half because I felt like a piece of meat. But I didn't feel like a piece of meat dealing with white guys. I feel like a piece of meat dealing with also in black guys too as well. So it got to a point I was just like, well, I'm just not fucking with nobody. So I feel like people always say this thing. I have an echo. Is that myself? Okay. I feel like is it just me dealing with this because I'm just this guy of stature or whatever, but am I dealing with this on an aspect of like why do I have to deal with this on both aspects of my race and dealing with people of other color? And it got to a point where I was like, well, damn, I feel like a piece of meat. So let me just like not deal with nobody for a long time. So for me, I get the aspect of what you're saying and what people are saying, like, oh, like that whole black and white fetish. It is a thing. I'm not denying that. But it's also in my culture as well, because when we see a black guy at a certain stature, they're like, oh, wow. Oh, my God, he's 6'4", bald head, black guy, whatever the case may be. Oh, he got a big dick. Oh, he got lips and he got this. Oh, I want to fuck him. I know he got a big dick. And it's like, oh, like, bro, I'm more than that. Because it was going back to what you guys were saying about the whole horoscopes, because there was a thing that triggered Trent.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
No, not my friend. When Terry's there's a thing that triggered Trent when Terry was like, I'm a Pisces. And I literally saw him light up on the screen. And he was like, yo, that is me. And I was like, what the fuck? Because I felt like at that moment, there was not a sense of different levels or different points of life or what people have felt. I'm a Pisces, I'm a Taurus, I'm a Sagittarius, I'm Aries, I'm this and this. And we all feel this way when it comes to sex. But for me, I feel like, yeah, I'm territorial, but I'm also a freak. But at the same time, I'm a freak individually, but I can do that in other ways. But when I say other ways, I'm meaning like, yeah, I can go to a sex party, or yes, I can do those things. But at the same time, like, I'm still territorial in a sex party.
Because I saw you saying something about you being territorial. No, that's my bottom, this, that, and the other. Something you said in the
if I was in a relationship, I've never been in a serious relationship with a guy before. Never in my life. And which goes back to what I was going to actually pinpoint, going back to when you guys would start tripping out at Neil. But I've never been in a serious relationship with a guy before, with a male, right? I've dated, the longest I've probably ever dated a male would be probably like maybe 2 to 3 months. So within that process, I was still learning, right? Now, this is an individual who moved from Frankfurt, Germany, came to the States, and I was in Georgia, and my best friend was a gay male, and I ended up going to be at this club at the time that was in Atlanta called 708. And I'm in this club, and I like to dance when I go to clubs. Me and my homies and people, we're gonna dance. Huh?
I love 708.
Yeah, me too. I miss it to this day.
I remember and loved it.
But moving forward with that, like we walked in, and at this time I didn't even know I was gay. But at this time, I just knew that when we walked in and we was dancing, and you know how sometimes the DJ get to a point where he play a song that you don't want to dance to anymore, and you start looking around, you're like, oh shit, these women look a little harder than usual, or these men are kissing. So we went to the restroom. My best friend told me that he was gay that night. I didn't really think of anything because his family took me in. moving forward, I just never really had a moment to where I felt like in the black gay world that I was something that was presented more than my looks or more than what I could offer, right? And I will say this because Trent knows this. Tanisha Cassadine was the first individual that really took me in. And I had her move with me in a house that was like towards Turnfield area in Atlanta. And she literally taught me, I saw so much that I kind of wish I didn't see so much at that time, but now I'm grateful for it.
Yeah.
But now that puts me in a point to I can say, now I see what Neil was saying when it's like, to me, I very minimalistic guy, love women, have a 7-year-old child. My thing is just like, I'm at a point to where like, when I do get to see these trans women that I'm around, nothing but trans women who are beautiful women, right? So then when you have this mentality of how your parents and how people brought you up and how to treat women, yes, I will carry your bags. Yes, I will walk you to the car. Yes, I will make sure. And I do that now in my career. Like every woman I will.
And yes, her dick will get on hard.
Which is totally fine. Totally fine. But I was going to say that the fact of I get what he was saying before it got to the sex part. I'm not the part that I could care less. My big sister is not Isha. I'm sorry. My big sister is Nicole Love Dupree. So I know that when he was saying that, I get what he was saying because it's like, oh shit, I feel uncomfortable with it too, but it has nothing to do with me because I don't want it. And I do know that she is human. And I do know that she's been the same way since 2000 and at that time, maybe 6 or 7 in Atlanta, that I know that she's been that same way, right? So I get what he was saying in that aspect. So I never go forward towards the sexual parts of it because I don't desire it. But I think in that moment, he was saying that because to me, if I ever see, Chevelle know this, but Chevelle, Terry, if I ever see you out, but Yasmin Campbell Starr was my second individual that gave me the point of, she took me to my first freaking thrift store to show me how to thrift shop, even when I was doing shows and things of that nature. But like Yasmin Campbell Starr and my mother, Diamond Franz, and all those people, like they taught me how to learn the fact of like separate the fact that yes, I'm your mother, but yes, I'm also a trans woman. They taught me how to separate that.
I got needs.
Say it again.
And I got needs.
And you have needs. And that's something that I had to get out of my mind as a person that will see a beautiful woman and be like, or it's just any beautiful woman that can carry themselves. Honestly, it's not even about the physicality of things, because there are things that like a woman can be unattractive in the face, but the hair be laid, the body be laid, or the dress be laid, or whatever case may be. Perfect example would be how Vita would be in drag. Like, you're done, right? So it's like, yo, I'm going to treat you what you're giving me right now because I know how I was raised. But it never
sexually shouldn't have a bearing on how you treat me.
Say it again.
What I do sexually shouldn't have a bearing on how you treat me, though. Which
is totally true, because you mentioned that, but I think that I understood that aspect of what Neil was saying in that moment, because the first time that Diamond became my mother was the day that I had never. My family does not celebrate holidays, like we're not Jewish or anything of that nature, but my mom never really cooked, and she's from the South. So holidays like Christmas and Thanksgiving, I didn't get Thanksgiving meals in Germany. So when I came to the States, and then Tanisha came where we lived together, she cooked me my very first Thanksgiving dinner. And Diamond came over for it. And when Diamond came over, I was like, oh my gosh, she looks just like my mother. And if you see any pictures of my mother, you'd be like, oh damn, his mom does look like Diamond Friends. So at this point, I'm kind of feeling some kind of way.
Shout out to Diamond Friends.
So when I went to Diamond, before even, now mind you, I was going to shows at that time because Tanisha was going to shows at the time. So I was helping her go to these shows. And I'm still learning how to be in the club scene and the pageant.
Carrying her bags, right?
Say it again.
Carrying her bags.
I didn't carry her. No, that's a great question, because I didn't carry her bags in that moment. I did not, because she had people like her kids
was carrying her bags, right?
I was not carrying her bags at that time. No,
somebody was.
Someone was.
Okay.
Correct. But to move forward, I think I was getting to a point to where I was understanding that whole thing of what Neil was saying about the whole carrying bags. Because the first thing I said to Diamond the day she walked out of our house that night after Thanksgiving dinner, I said to her, I said, I would love for you to be my mother of some capacity. I don't know. No, I didn't even say that. I said, you remind me of my mother. And this is like the year that she won Black America. And I said, hey, I'm not your kid to pick up your tips and pick up your bag. I need a mother because I just lost my mother. I need a mother. And I'm not a Franz. This is way before I was doing shows. And I was like, well, I just want someone that I can reach out to. And I've never had a father figure. I've only had Naisha Dupree. So I only had two mothers. I never had a father.
Were you trying to say Naisha was your father?
No.
I caught that too, but go ahead.
I only had Naisha. I
said that to say I know that there are two different individuals in two different paths, right? Mm-hmm. And I know what I received from Diamond is what I still continue receiving from Diamond, and what I received from Naisha is what I'm still continuing to receive.
Two totally different things and knowledge from two totally
correct. But when it came to people who wanted to be my father, they always wanted to have. So that goes back to what I was saying about having that aspect of like,
who was that? Who was it?
I like when you do that.
Definitely not doing that. You know, there's no NDAs yet.
Who was it?
Catch us next season. Catch us next season when the NDAs are signed. But I feel like in the pack of when I thought I was trying to figure out having a father figure in the pageant world, I didn't, because I always felt like you have a motive, or you feel like, oh yeah, you good at this, you good at that, so yeah, you may have this, you may have that, then I want to fuck, and then when we fuck, then you become my child.
And see, let me tell you something. And they used to always say that about the girls. And the girls will do that, and the girls will make you your child, but you got to have first before you became my child, and all that kind of stuff.
So when I met Yasmin had just had her child, right? Yasmin had just had her child, and I knew that how the state was doing Yasmin, that put so much pressure on her, right? So that for me, learning because she went through that, I was like, damn. So that means shit like
pressure, like what? Pressure, like as in.
Now she got a child, and you got to be that or what?
Yeah, right. Because now you have to like this child is growing up looking at this dad that looked like his mother, and his mother that looks like
that's a topic for the next season. We need to talk about, because we need to talk about how trans women raise kids and all that kind of stuff like that. I really want to know too.
Well, I would never be like, even like Chevelle and I are like sister and brother, but we have no connection within this pageant world as far as maybe we do, I don't know, but we don't have no connection in that. It's just out of respect and our relationship between each other. Neil, right? I think that is my Neil. What are we? I don't even know, because if that's my mother, so we're cousins. Yeah.
We are a whole lot of things.
Ben, if I tell you I was waiting on
you to put on the record that I've never had with Neil.
You let us take it how we want to take it.
Y'all not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
In my free time, I like to roll on the ground until I roll into the pool.
I just saw that video the other day. You wrong. I literally just saw that footage the other day. And then the bitch took off her hair. Moving on.
Wait, let me ask y'all this. So, talking about family, all that kind of stuff like that, the family stuff can be a whole spectrum, across the board or whatever. And sometimes some of them is close, and sometimes some of them are not. Have y'all ever had a sexual attraction to any of your family members, and like the close ones, like probably like your kids or your grandkids, or even your brother or something like that?
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. Of course.
Yeah.
Not my parents, but I fucked plenty of my brothers.
I'll tell you, most of my brothers, and we've had like experiences that we.
So what's the difference between the brothers having and the quotation fingers mom having her child? What's the difference?
Well, first off,
please tell me that, girl.
Oh,
So
the first
so
off,
my mama
the
should have
brother-
been on my 600-pound life. I wasn't trying to.
and yeah, me and my brother having is like two butch queens
You're an
playing.
asshole. You're a whole
Me,
ass. You're not even asshole. You're a
me
whole
and kids having, that's two butch queens. Me and the
Just
mama
said, oh,
having,
my grandkids.
me and my mama having. That's
Yeah.
a whole queen with breasts and everything going on. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
But wait, would you have? What about you and your daddy?
You said what?
What about your daddy?
Me, I'm telling you now. I'm gonna be honest, with y'all.
I don't like when you say.
I'll be honest with y'all.
I don't like
I'll
when
be
you
honest.
say that.
Your daddy wore you out?
Anybody that's a butch queen, it's a different ground than anybody that's a trans woman. A butch queen, it's the opportunity is open.
Say, you Nicole is out of
Daddy. Congratulations.
Yes. Well, no, not just me, Nicole. Any trans woman, because I'm a gay male who is attracted to other gay males. So
Yeah.
a trans woman does not attract
We
me at
know
all.
mama is off limits, grandmother off limits, anything
Well,
that's
no.
mother.
No, let me rephrase that. Any trans woman is off limit because I'm a gay male who's attracted to other gay males.
You said that. You said that. You said
So
that.
Neil, how many bodies do you have?
Ooh.
We can't count.
What?
We can't count.
What you mean bodies?
Trent, come on, we know who we're talking to.
Oh,
what you mean bodies?
Oh my God.
The amount of people you had.
That's
like,
not.
Can you count it on 1 hand, 2 hands, 3 hands, 4 hands?
No.
How many bodies did I have? Like,
nigga, how many niggas you done laid up with? Stop acting stupid. You goddamn teach. You about to make me figure out the school you at. Like, what they learning?
No,
you can't answer simple ass questions.
Don't go now.
Bodies I had. I'm like, I didn't know. Trent, I was just in New York at a party with
10,000
people.
Oh, you've been so many places in your life and time.
Come on, Daryl Coley.
So many places in my life and time.
My old talent.
When I tell you, it was somebody who I wanted to hell with. And I was singing the gospel. I'm like, Lord, help me to hold out.
But let me ask you a question. What do you take to keep your stamina up?
Because my stamina is my stamina. I'm like, oh, I'm always into it. I ain't got to that point yet.
It works.
I need something.
So it works several times.
Yes.
Okay.
But I mean, you in order to have to get it hard, you gotta have that blood. And I always like the blood that gives me strength from day to day.
No, we gonna stop with this
never
gospel
loses power.
What the hell you is Bishop Ed Long?
Power.
Strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the third.
Yeah.
Yo, I have a question for Terry though, because you mentioned something earlier that you and your significant other was together for 19 years, almost 20 years, correct? Do you think that you? Well, two questions. Number one, do you think that you still will be with that same?
With him still? I mean, we're together now.
No. I just put an echo. I was just trying to it wasn't me. Do you think that you would still be with that individual if you were not in the sex work world before?
I do believe that my years of sex work has tainted my view on sex. And yeah, I think it just happens to not just trans women, anybody in the sex, because, I know that some people are like, they don't have, I wouldn't do this or that amount. I have a price for everything, no matter what. I mean, I would not fuck fish, but the right amount of money, hey, give it to me. And I'd love to say 20, 30,000, but I'd fuck a bitch maybe for 1,000 or 500. I don't care, something like that, whatever it is, because I'm all about the money. I'm going to make the money. The money going to make my piece hard, flat out. The money's gonna do all that, but yeah, because he understands me. So thank God I'm with him, because he knows I can be myself. he does not judge me if I'm coming out there fucking somebody or nothing like that, or he walk in and I'm screwing somebody or whatever like that. You know, I don't judge him. You know what I mean? And he's not like doesn't present gay. You know what I mean? What he does in the sheets and what he does in the streets are two different things. So he's one of those people who aren't like apparently gay. So you know he doesn't get in a way like he doesn't get like okay like his mother accepts his totally gay brother but not him being gay. It's kind of weird. You see that? Because they feel like maybe he acts straighter or looks straighter, so he needs to be straight. But the one that's totally feminine, oh, we used to him, he's gay.
So before that, you said that when it was mentioned about the hormones and in your process of you going through the hormones, you said something about the fact of like going through that hormone situation and not wanting to have an actual vagina was that the fact that the hormones had you in a process or a level of it where you did not want to, you couldn't get hard, right?
Yeah. Well, it just didn't work as well. And then when you moan out so much, nothing comes out. Okay.
So there is a process throughout that, right?
Huh?
There is a process throughout that, right?
Yeah. But I was like 22.
All the built up cum.
Okay.
Huh?
What happened to all the built up cum?
It dries up.
You
You
have
still get the feeling, just nothing comes out.
Don't nothing come out. It's like being castrated.
Yeah.
When you're castrated, you still have the feeling, but you don't have
So when I've been taking my moans a lot, like lately, less comes out now.
Yeah.
Well, these
So
are the conversations
comes out.
What?
You said what?
I said the more moans you take, the less cum comes out.
So all right. So now that's my point of my question. So I feel like how you are now, are you still on the hormones or not? Yes or no?
I take it randomly, but they don't do shit. It's all okay. People think they change the
because you take them periodically. Because you take them periodically now, does it help with the fact of now you can have a natural erection?
I've never had that problem, but
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get to the point because yes, I have dated a trans woman before, and it was a process to where I felt like I didn't think that because I'm a love maker, I felt like she was not being satisfied.
Okay.
So I was trying to get.
You didn't give her no warm.
Yeah. Why did you feel she wasn't being satisfied?
Yeah.
I can feel it. I'm a natural person that is very. I have a very big determination.
What are limitations? What are limitations on what you?
If I'm sharing my body with you, baby, I'm already in tune with you. So I can feel you. If I'm sharing anything with you, I'm already in tune with you, right? So with her, it was a situation, the fact that I knew that she was not satisfied, right? Because you even said it. You said that you've had sessions, like you said, if I even knew sessions that I had when I had this great session, well, bitch, all my sessions were past was not good. So what I'm saying is the fact that, damn, was I one of those sessions? I'm not saying to you. I'm just saying in my general mind, like, damn, was I one of those sessions, right? So to me, I feel like there is a conversation that should be had, that there's an in-between when it comes to, trans men know that they're dealing with a gay man, and then, trans women know that they're dealing with a gay man, and then trans women know that they're dealing with a man that's in between, of what's trying to figure out what they want to do, right?
Right now, I would rather like take a steak fork or a steak knife and gouge my eyes out than continue this conversation. This conversation is draining the shit out of me. Like I cannot do this conversation.
Oh, Neil.
Gouge your eyes out.
Neil don't want trans women at all.
Neil, you crazy as a motherfucker. You know what I mean? He said gouge his eyes out. No, this is education. I like knowing stuff. Like my gay parent, I mean, like I said, she was made Tamika X look like she was weighed 29 pounds.
Well, I sent you the link, Giselle. I don't know why you just won't come in here.
But they all talk about this sexual.
I like to know too.
I like to know about it.
I mean, I would like to know because that's why I said in my comments that this is a conversation that should be had.
I like to know. It doesn't gross me out or anything like that. You got to fuck.
It don't gross me out.
It should gross anybody out if they get peed on.
Or shitted on.
Oh my goodness.
Or shitted on.
I would.
Let's add it to this. It's dick. And guess what? You're gay.
Right.
Interesting.
And I need him, whether he likes girls or not, to believe and admit that he is gay or he has. See, the whole thing is that we're changing all the dynamics, okay? And they're making all these subcategories of, stuff. But the thing is that we're just like everybody else. The thing that makes us gay is the sex. If you take away the sex, then what are we? We're just like everybody else. So how are these other categories and stuff coming into play when it is the sex? And here's another food for thought. You have a trans man and a trans woman together, correct?
Are you saying him as in me?
Huh?
Are you saying him as in me?
No, Miss Thing, no. I'm saying
that was so New York.
I'm saying
so New York.
A trans man and a
That was
trans
so
woman together. Isn't that technically a straight couple? Because there's a dick and a pussy involved.
No, what now?
If you have a trans man and a trans woman together,
that's a straight couple, right?
Hello?
Thank you.
Because it's a dick and a pussy. Now y'all just playing dress up.
Y'all see them together. Oh, because it's a trans woman, she's supposed to like men.
So are they still gay?
He's supposed to like women.
So are they still
That makes my point even more valid about the fact of like, yo, if I see any one of y'all, Giselle, come on. If I see any one of y'all, I'm gonna take care of my thoughts gonna be automatically like, yo, especially because I know Giselle likes to wear stilettos. So like I'm gonna be like, yo,
I do.
Grab my wrist, step down. You have watch your step, right? That's gonna automatically come out of me. You know what I'm saying? Not just out of my career, but just out of the fact of like the man that I am. So it's like I don't want to be doing that to somebody who think that they just been gonna go to home and fuck me, because that's not what is in my mind. But then again, I'm separating the fact of like what I see compared to what happens in the bed.
Okay, so wait, Cortez. So let me tell you this. Some men might see the girl in the stilettos and want that bitch to go home and fuck her in them stilettos.
I know that. I met those type of guys. And when I met those type of guys,
does that change who he is?
What size stiletto you wear?
Does that change who he is?
You say you met those type of guys.
I've met those type of guys. I've talked to guys who I know who have dealt with the ladies who have, the Giselles and the Mochas and those.
Okay, so
why are you saying to me what Giselle Lord?
No,
Giselle right here.
Giselle Barbie,
Giselle.
Well, I mean, but I think that's not fair. That's not a fair.
Giselle.
I don't think that's a fair comment because Cortez, you and I have never had any type of conversation like that.
Which comment?
For you to assume that.
Which comment?
You said like people like me, like Giselle, like how do you know what I like?
Well, you did try to kiss me in the dressing room that time, which I don't play.
Girl,
and I said, honey, I said, Giselle, I said, you cute and all, but girl, I don't get down like that. Okay, I said, bitch, I don't play that. You know, she was drunk as usual, and I said this thing. I said, girl, I don't play that. And look, ask Armani. She tried to kiss Armani, but moving on.
I drink and I get intoxicated, but I ain't never been that intoxicated.
Girl, you don't remember touching my cake saying that? Okay.
Girl, never.
Terry, I definitely don't believe Giselle would do that.
Oh, really?
I don't see that.
No, I don't believe that.
Ask Armani. Ask Armani. She tried Armani too.
Y'all was doing drugs at that time, so I'm gonna let you.
Wow.
Oh, so you thought I was high on drugs, so you could have used and abused me.
You almost said
No,
girl.
They was partying.
I don't want no girls in the picture. Period. You can put me in a room. You can put me in a room full of boys, but don't put me in a room with a girl.
Me too. You know, it's mental because of the fact that y'all, it feels like competition or something. So you like this bitch. I don't want no bitch looking at my.
Oh no, it ain't even. It's not even competition.
Not competition, but comparing. Because I don't like trans women.
It ain't even none
no,
of that.
Terry, it's none of those things, Terry. I don't want to be in a room with girls because I'm not attracted to girls. They turn me off.
And I'm not either. But I'm not either. And I don't want to see that shit.
And you know what?
No, hold on. So could that be a point of understanding of where, like, because Neil just said, I don't want to be in a room with a girl. So let's say, for instance, I'm with a girl, right? And she knows I'm bisexual and she's bisexual. and it gets to a point to where we should bring someone in,
Y'all buying the sex from?
meaning that we can bring either a male or a female in, right? So let's say, for instance, we bring the male in, right? So if we bring the male in,
we're gonna have fun.
Man, you're gonna be all out, right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hold on, bro. Because if I bring the fucking female in, you're gonna be like, oh, I don't want to touch you. I just want to touch you. That's not
okay.
Well, see, you're making an assumption.
So can I say something?
You're right, Giselle.
You can't. You can't.
Male response.
Okay.
You're probably basing that off. You're probably basing that off of your experiences. But if you just said two individuals being bisexual, so if both of y'all are bisexual, then that means both of y'all like boys.
To have
and
fun with whatever
girls.
comes in the picture, right?
I was just saying. I'm just going off of
I try not to base statements off of the type of person I am. I've always been a very fluid person. I've always been a very free-spirited person. So, and I don't like to be put into a box. So when people, I understand preference. I get that. I don't try to fight anybody on their preference these days. You don't like, okay, you don't like girls. But I can say this, like, just even listening to Neil's response to this conversation, it takes me back to being that 16, 17-year-old growing up in Jacksonville and discovering who I am, and it being people like that made me feel like being a girl or being a drag queen was nasty, or girl, you like before I was Giselle, like, oh child, you like him, he do drag.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I became Giselle, it's like, oh child, you like trainers or people,
you like the girl,
you can let her climb your back. They automatically make it something sexual, or they automatically try to make people feel like something is wrong. I'll take it back. I don't even mind dropping names, but even I remember when Dontrell and I, when we first started talking high school, I remember somebody that he first time he laid eyes on me, he was all over me in high school, and so I remember him telling me,
boy, you was cute.
Huh?
I said, I met you as a boy. You was cute.
You met me as a boy when?
Yeah, at Duval.
What year? It had to be 2003.
Yes. I was with the guy that left us from the start of the century. That one that used to be on the mic. Oh my God.
Joe Jackson.
Joe Jackson. I was with Joe Jackson. Yeah. I was with Joe Jackson and Quentin. Yeah. But go ahead.
Wow. So yeah. So what was that? What was that? Oh yeah. So I remember him telling me that there was another mutual friend of ours that was kind of like an older. He was just like 2 grades over us, or maybe a grade above us. But he had a lot of influence on him because that was somebody that had been out in the gay scene already, and he told him, "Oh, you're not supposed to like girls
because you're a gay man."
He told him that, and just from him making that comment, it made it changed our relationship. But it changed our relationship from him being out and proud about it to it being more of a discreet kind of thing, because somebody that he looked up to told him he wasn't supposed to like that. Right. I think if it wasn't for a lot of people putting that influence on a lot of the people in our community, because I'm not going to just say gay, because we're all people, and people like different things. So I think if it wasn't for the influence of so many people making people feel like it was wrong or feel like something was wrong with us, I think a lot of people would be happy or would possibly even find the person that's for them.
I agree with Giselle.
And I completely agree with Giselle. I am
Giselle to come gather you for you to agree.
But wait, you need to
I'm done.
But first off, Giselle is my friend. I love Giselle to death.
Oh, really?
We both Duval people. Yes, we both Duval. That's my queen. I love Giselle.
So you gonna carry her bags, but not mine and Chevelle's. Okay, go ahead. Okay, carry her bag.
But he knows I hate that. I like to carry my own stuff.
I'm not carrying the motherfucking thing. You better carry all this shit to the side.
That's the point. I wouldn't let you though.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
And I like that because I'm the one that'll carry my own stuff, and me and him are arguing. I want to carry.
But the thing is, I don't look at anybody less than because of what I like. I am from high school to now. I like gay males. I like the ideal of gay males. I like things that look like gay males. So a trans woman does not attract me because I look at it as a trans woman as a female.
I understand that.
So I like gay males. So a trans woman, I don't have anything against a trans woman. And I have kissed a trans woman and that's one thing, but I don't naturally feel sexually attracted to them because I'm attracted to other men.
But Neil, that was never the question.
Get all of that, and we totally understand all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you neglect the fact that a trans woman has her needs, and she do talk about her needs and things like that, and that's stuff that you don't want to hear as a gay man because you feel like I look at her as a woman.
That's what I was talking about.
I don't want to do that.
That's what I'm talking. I'm not talking about. And nobody's coming out with you about your preference.
Nicole.
I know, and so that's why
you didn't want to hear it either.
No, I don't want to hear it on this platform. That's what I said when we was on the platform. I didn't want her to be like that on the platform because we just had a conversation about the week before with her and Naomi, and we're trying to establish I want to be called a woman, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. And so then the next week, you talking about getting your dicks up. No,
I understood what he was saying before it got to the sex part. Like I understood what he was saying before it got to the sex part.
Exactly.
He brought in the sex part, but when it got to a point to where things were saying things like, yo, I want to use my piece, I think Terry was saying something about the fact when she got a tummy tuck or something of that nature, like that stuck out. So I was like, I don't understand where that comes from because if I ever, to me, when I see our people like any three of y'all, Chevelle, Terry, Giselle, if I see y'all, I'm carrying bags. Yes, I am because I see a woman. I am grab my wrist and watch your step. Open your door, step in, watch your head.
And they want you to open your legs and watch your nuts.
I don't think about it.
Well, but I'm a carry Giselle badge because
you're not.
You can do that.
Okay.
I had you for a minute, bro, but that's not
okay. So Cortez, you've dated a trans woman, and you said you feel like you could feel that she wasn't satisfied. Is that because you were being closed-minded as far as the sexual positions and as far as you would go sexually?
I didn't date her. We just went out.
Well, that's what you said. You said you dated a trans woman before I got out here.
Definitions. People have their own definitions of dating. Let's put that out there. Yeah.
Well, you make.
So I just repeated what you said. I just said.
Well, I'm gonna explain it.
You said you dated a trans woman before.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So in my definition of dating a trans woman before was the fact of yes, we went out and then we.
And then y'all went ahead.
Facts. I feel like
you had a trans woman.
See, you got to.
I know what you mean. I'm just
dating and having is two different things now.
So that's all I was saying. Is like if we're dating, that means that's continuing. But in that moment, yes, I did I went on a date, I'm sorry, with a trans woman. Yes, and we had a good time. We connected and it got to a point, and yes, when sex got there, yes, I'm very big on, not very big, but it's like, if we have sex on the first night and we have sex on the first night, right? To me, I wake up the next morning and I'm more in love. That what happened was the energy.
I said this trash. I don't even want to call him no more. That's what I say when I fuck somebody on the first night.
Now I hit it and quit it.
Wow.
Okay, I'm listening.
But yeah, so in that moment, I definitely felt that she wasn't very comfortable in some kind of way. I felt like, of course, I couldn't touch anything other than her breasts.
Yeah.
I'm a kisser, so I was
Me
very
too.
into just the kissing and the aspect of things, and I'm a caresser. But she was the one that was ready to get up and leave. So that made me feel like a piece of meat. So not only did Giselle, I don't know when you came on, but I was saying about the fact of before it came to dealing with white guys, black guys and black people were the people who were making me feel like I was a piece of meat. So yes. So dealing with trans women, I didn't think that, oh, that's going to be making me feel different. It was most of a thing that I knew that she felt comfortable with the way how I've treated her. I treated her like someone that I know that how my mother taught me how to treat a female, right? And she was given everything. She was treated, and so it was very much the movie Boomerang, Eddie Murphy from the Boomerang. You know, I'm giving her everything she needs, you know, cooking for her, whatever the case may be.
What do you feel like she didn't like sexually? That was the question.
Her piece. Because, and then he wanted to mess with her piece and she wasn't having that. And that's her own weirdness.
Well, no, she came before me.
Okay.
So it was a fact of like
by herself.
90%, yes.
But you said did she touch herself or did wouldn't touch her?
Basically, I'm asking this question or making a statement. So are you saying that you would have preferred to be with someone that was more free with their body?
I think it would be more someone who would be free with the fact of understanding the fact that, yeah, I came before you and I know you may go longer than me. Let me take care of you. Not necessarily I need to do certain things. Like even if, to me, I feel like a relationship has sacrifices. I think that sex has sacrifices. And if you're a person that comes quick and you're with someone and you want them to finish it off, especially if someone that you may be with or that you think you may be with, because this again is the first night.
I think you're being very avoidant. You know, I don't think that you're directly answering the question.
Again? You said very avoiding.
You're being avoidant. Yes.
Okay. Well, I was trying to explain the question to get to you so you can hear the answer. So the thing is, when it got to a point to where I felt
you really want to know if it got there, would you let the trans girl fuck you?
Oh, I don't know that yet. I can't say yes or no.
That really wasn't my question.
Okay, so that's
I was thinking from your story.
No.
If we're together,
you were saying no.
If we're together,
you were saying that the girl only let you touch her breast, and that made you feel like you wasn't doing something right. So my question was, if you were with somebody that was more open with their body, whatever that may be, whether it was you penetrating her and her jacking off while you were doing it, anything, would you prefer somebody that was more comfortable and more open with their whole body? That is the question. Yes or no?
Yes. And I totally get what you're asking. But I feel like in the tension or in the tone that you're asking, it makes me feel like when I said that was a problem, because that wasn't a problem. Her even feeling
no, it was no. I'm not trying to give out a certain tone. I just wanted a direct answer.
My thing, yes, and I gave you your direct answer. So let me go back and say what I was saying in the past. The fact that I have dealt with situations of because when I said that was dealing with the fact of dealing with issues where. Yes, I've been in this world, and this individual only see me as this kind of way, and they just want to fuck. Then I come over here to my world, and they only see me as they just want to fuck, right? Then I come over to your world, and they just want to fuck, right? So my thing is, there are
how many words is
it? Still learning, and there are comments from before of where people were saying, "Hey, this is a great conversation. We need this conversation." As boring as it can be, or as oh, we don't want to talk about this right now. It can be boring. However, that is something that we should talk about as often because
it's not boring. I don't think it's boring for us because this is the life that we live every day.
Exactly.
So it's not boring for us. This pertains to us.
Okay. But you know what I'm saying is what a lot happens though sometimes when people are talking sometimes, and it could be this happens also in political aspects as well. when people are talking about or being passionate about what they're talking about, I think the person who's being quiet is not being quiet to listen. They're being quiet to respond. And in that aspect, it becomes this issue where things are going like this, and we're not really having that conversation. Because I feel like this is a very, very great conversation, because I have so many people that I work with in Hollywood that was like, yo, I know you can get me this girl, this trans, which is a trans. Can you, like, whatever. And I deal with that. And I'm like, no, bro, I'm not doing that, because I would never do that to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I deal with so much that's going on and where I work with, you know what I'm saying? And Trent, maybe, I don't know if you go through it as well, bro. But at the same time, it's like, I do deal with that, man. And that is a thing. So sometimes when it comes to a person who is as open to me being with, because I'm a lover, you know what I'm saying? I don't go by if it's he, him, they, she, whatever the case may be. I go by when I see you and how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's not a thing for me to feel like, I don't want to feel like in me voicing that it's a thing of like, it has to be a debating thing. I want you to feel like it's a thing of like, oh, okay, I understand that. Because when you say something, I want to feel like, okay, I get that. However, this is my opinion. And then this is my experience, or this is what
basically,
can I say something right quick? Just everybody on here to be like Haynes and make it brief. Whatever you say, make it brief. So you can move on. Make it brief.
I got one question for you, Cortez.
That was my whole thing, kind of what I was trying to say. I wasn't trying to.
I know. I answered the question, went back. Yeah.
I wasn't trying to be passionate or anything. I wasn't necessarily listening to respond. I mean, in having a conversation, you do have to listen and be able to formulate what that person is saying in order to be able to respond back, to communicate. That's how you have a communication, argument, debate, whatever it is. So I just wanted a direct answer. I didn't want the backstory. I asked a specific question and you gave me a whole.
But wait a minute, Giselle, you know his backstory.
Make it brief.
As far as your backstory. So do you play the whole cats in the cradle thing? Don't touch my piece and all that stuff. Because if that's how you play and I get down, then you're adding to the point. I don't play that because and then most people are bad at sex. So, and I'm very good at it. And I control the sex scene because most people won't do what they want to do unless I tell them to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then because I know what they want, but so then that just goes to you. So were you offended? Do you feel like that's like,
no, I'm not. He hasn't offended me by anything that he said.
Okay.
We're having a conversation, and in having tough conversations is going to get intense or passionate.
Yeah.
I have met many girls that like different things. So I'm not not basing my conversation off of what I like. I know girls that don't like to be touched down there. I know girls that just like to be just the bottom. I know girls that are strict tops. I know girls that are versatile. I know girls that are that just like oral. Like there's different girls. So it's not about me. It's not about me. It's about building.
Okay.
It's about building.
But you also going off of your experience.
I am basing it off of my experience too. But in having these conversations, is the most important thing is building cultural competency in our own community, because we don't even understand ourselves in our own community. So if we don't talk about it, then it's gonna always be segregated. And I do feel like our community is very segregated when it comes, especially when it comes to the tea.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so let's change the subject though.
Why?
Because it's going on and on and on about.
That's the problem, bro. Like, this is a conversation that has to be had because you have the accurate people here to answer those questions. And the reason why I came on was the fact that I was like, yo, I knew what you were saying in the beginning, bro. But then when it got to the sexual part, I was like, that's separate, right? But at the same time, I knew what you were saying in the beginning process of, yo, like if I see a woman, I don't care if it's a man in drag. I don't care. There's a step here. I care about your safety. There's a step here. There's this. You need to catch the door. You need to, because I know the process of getting in
Well-
drag. I also know the process of being a trans woman. Right?
You-
So I'm going to take care of you. But at the same time,
You can't say you know the process of being a trans woman if you're not a trans woman.
Correction. I've seen the process. Sorry. You're right. You're right. I've seen the process from male to trans woman, and I've also seen the process from a person who's coming from male.
Just like you can't treat every cis woman the same, you cannot treat every trans woman the same.
The same. You cannot.
You have feminine women that love hair, makeup, heels, and you have butch women that don't like any of that. You may have women that are tomboys. To each his own. Everybody is different. That's why it's good to get to know a person for yourself.
Who they are. Yeah. For myself.
It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that wear costumes.
Yeah.
Hello,
a lot of people walking around. It's a lot of people walking around here in costumes.
Yeah.
So they might not need you to hold their bags and their suitcase for them.
Yeah, but I have a sense of discernment to not know that or when to know that. I'm not just walking up and saying, "Let me take."
Cortez, did you think it was sexy when Tamika X rolled down there? The water.
I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done with you right now. I've had enough. I have had enough of you.
Listen,
I
have to live in Houston.
And
Next
she
time,
right in that pool like it wasn't nothing but a thing. I said, Lord.
No comment.
Girl, I got to live here. Next topic.
Yeah,
okay. No, let's talk about it though.
Giselle, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No, we're not gonna talk about it.
Giselle, you in Houston?
We ain't got to talk about it. I'm like looking at while y'all talking. I'm looking at these comments. This person, Gregory Johnson, says, "Neil, you are annoying. Just log off if you don't want to talk about it." Bitch, who the fuck are you?
No, Neil. He's been supporting us from day one now. Neil, you going too fucking far.
Neil, these are conversations that people want to have.
Which is why I can warn you.
Okay,
you
so
know, when you want to talk about your rave parties, we sit and we listen.
You want to talk about the multiple strands of calm that been in you? We listen.
And when Trent want to talk about makeup, and when Chevelle talk about her bookings, I don't say, "Oh, bitch, that's annoying. I don't want to talk about y'all shit."
Oh, I don't want to talk about it. I live it.
Give us a whole picture of it, but you just keep saying you had a time. We
keep having a time.
We had a time last night.
When you talk
you
about
don't know
it,
who named it.
that's how you feel about it.
Down to it.
Yes. We want a picture just like they showed it on P Valley. We want you to tell us so we can picture it.
No. I just want the people that watch our show, who watch us, to just keep it cute. Or come see us next week and pay $20 to see us and talk to us in person.
No, don't be
That's
that.
what I want you to do.
Don't be that arrogant. See, you ain't nothing like that McCain girl, because they she stood her ground. She stood her ground. Now you falling off. You attacking our fucking people who support us.
They're not supporting me. If they say I'm annoying, they're not supporting me.
Okay, you ain't.
That's not supporting me. Say I'm annoying. Bitch, fuck you.
Okay, next topic.
Oh,
Neil, be nice.
Okay.
Damn, Neil. Did you get all of it out of you?
No.
Did you get it all in you when you was up there?
Yes.
With the book? Okay.
Yes, it's all in me.
I'm sure. Okay.
That was a good topic, though. That was a really good topic. We talked.
Okay.
I tell you, years ago, me and Terry, it was at the Ricardo funeral. We like rolled back to Atlanta together. Like, we had a whole fun time.
You muted, Terry.
Sorry, and I get what you're saying, and I totally understand it and stuff. But there's just so many layers. Things are just not black and white. You know what I mean? It's just so many different layers.
Things are not black and white. And
I mean, I've had with my
kids. Also Asian and Puerto Rican and
right.
All different.
I mean, I've had with some of my kids. I've only got a few kids. Not my daughters, but my son, specifically one. So we would always do snacks together and stuff like that. And
Oh, you
then
told me
somehow
to
in the
eat.
midst of it, we would kind of cross and kind of, but I mean, it happens. So I don't know, you know.
Yeah, they laying you out. I guess Neil
I
forgot about the water rolling.
as
But
far
Giselle,
as
didn't you
that,
say that you had somebody when you was 19 or something like that? I
yeah.
saw a
As far
comment.
as
What
as
you
far
talking
as
about?
as far as kids, so
You
like
can't leave me out, Trent.
my first two gay kids, I was like 16 when I got my first two gay kids, and so they were all around the same age as me, but I was just more
Giselle, when did you
experienced
come
than
out?
them.
You had kids at 16. When did you come out?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
No,
I
she was
did.
very young when I met her. Yeah.
But like I said, they were, sometimes when you're like the oldest around people, and you when you step off the porch faster than everybody else, and you have some friends that like are close in your age, and you're the leader, so you kind of like become the mama.
You were the first person to do a lot of things.
Exactly. So yeah, so my first two kids, they were like a year younger than me, and I think both of them were attracted to me, but I didn't see it like that at first. I was like, okay, these are my kids, but and they really didn't have attraction to me. And then so one time I slipped up with my child, we was 18 and 19, and then it kind of happened a few times, and then he started getting really disrespectful.
Experimenting. Yeah.
He started getting disrespectful, and we started fighting, like fist fighting and stuff like
fucked a
that.
child.
Oh, y'all went together.
Like
He thought that.
Yeah, y'all was dating.
Y'all went
when
together.
y'all fighting, that's a date. Y'all together.
Yeah, y'all went together.
It was like, it would be
Yes.
like if he had like a boyfriend, and if he thought I was like trying to talk to his boyfriend, or like it would just send him off, and like then we'd be like, one day we was like literally
Well,
like,
he had a boyfriend, but you couldn't.
I don't know what it was like. He's still my child to this day, but looking
gotta
back, I
understand.
remember
Y'all have a
years
different
ago.
type of relationship, don't you?
Huh?
Y'all have a different type of relationship, huh?
It's nothing like that now, like sexual, nothing. No, that hasn't happened in years.
No,
years,
but
years,
I'm
years.
just saying y'all have a different type of relationship than any of your other kids.
He disrespectful. he think he can just.
Exactly. The end of your other kids.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
Be that
yeah,
you
yeah.
because
He is
of what I have
disrespectful.
been through before.
Yeah.
See, and then my kids, my first kids, all my kids, probably the first 5 kids that I had were older than me.
Mm-hmm.
The first 5 kids?
Yeah. Tiffany, Tivin, Sherman. Well, CJ probably is like a year older or younger than me. And then I forgot who was after that. But yeah, at least the first 4 was older than me.
Have you had any of your kids, Chevelle?
I haven't had not a one. I was never sexually attracted to any of them.
Okay. You never did a snack. Oh, somebody asked what a snack was. A snack was, 2 and 2 plus 1,
Now I probably had a grand.
It's more than 2.
That I probably was attracted to now.
Oh, girl, the grandkids. Girl, please,
the
grandchild. Don't G-ma me.
Now the closer ones, no, none of the closer ones. I could definitely say that, but
y'all don't fuck somebody y'all scared to tell somebody y'all fuck.
No,
nobody embarrassed by a fuck. You ever been embarrassed by a fuck?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, I have.
Not embarrassed.
Giselle, that was you?
Yeah, I had to think about it. I was thinking about it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, if it was something that was embarrassing to me, I mean, I got paid for it.
Okay.
Oh, you got paid for sex, Giselle?
So no, I wouldn't be embarrassed about it. Huh?
You got paid for sex?
But why would you be embarrassed about it though?
Yes, I've gotten paid for sex before.
I'm saying, why you embarrassed about it though?
Oh no, I said,
they probably 6 or 7 and one cute and old and
yeah. Sometimes you can get all kind of foolishness. that you would normally be dealt up with, but when they got they changed.
That's why I'm telling you, I really don't be embarrassed about that kind of stuff because that's like the first time I was like, okay, I'll never have with a big person or X, Y, Z. But when I found that person who was like on the heavier side, well, I tell you, I put their belly on my head, and I just like had a good time.
Okay, that's a
That'd be
mess.
on your
But
head.
okay, that's a
So
whole
what?
mess.
So you were giving head to this
Javale,
person?
check your inbox. Check your inbox, Javale.
Neil, you were giving head to this person?
Yes, girl.
I gave him, yeah.
Massive head.
That nigga was pissing on him. That man was pissing on him. He was sheltered from the rain.
Just God pissing and all, bitch.
It's certain things I'm like, oh, I don't think I like it, but it happened, and I'm like, okay, I'm cool with it.
That's the
just as long as it look like a boy, that's all you care about.
As long as
it look like a man, that's all you care about.
It could have been Alicia Kelly.
Oh, okay.
Not Alicia Kelly.
Look at this comment.
Martell say his first sex party, I gave somebody head in the dark, and they told me, "Look up." Child, I ran out the room screaming. Who was it, Jim? Thank you for North Carolina.
Just somebody ugly.
Was it Ginger Grant?
Was it Miss Hazard?
No.
Trent.
Was it Hazard?
Or was it? No, I ain't gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, who was the child?
What he said in North Carolina?
He said he went to the. Wait, what was the sex party at though? Yeah, but the bed. What was the sex party at, child? And was you with Elaine? Because if you was with Elaine,
you know, in environments like that, a lot of people. It's so much I mean. It's so much I want to.
That's the whole thing about
a lot of times, but I love. When I was single, I love going in environments like that. I like a challenge. That's first of all, and I'm definitely more attracted to people that aren't attracted to my tribe of people. And I've been in environments like the type of environments Neil likes to go to. And baby, they don't
girl.
Baby, by the time they pills they kick in.
They don't, but Neil do.
They just came out the
Go ahead. No, for real.
By the time their pills kick in, their cocaine kick in, they Tina kick in, baby, they getting fucked on the dance floor. And I done seen a couple of people get fucked on the dance floor at these rave parties that I've been acquainted with.
Well, I tell you, I had a time this weekend in New York.
Bitch, I've seen it at S4 on a regular Saturday night.
It was amazing. Vita.
Bitch, when you wouldn't even think.
Vita, how was your time in New York? You had a time too, right, Vita?
My time was amazing. Yeah. I made a lot of videos.
Shout out to this lady I love so much. Y'all think coffee on top of bottom?
Who?
I actually kind of know the answer to that, but I'm a
please divulge it. Please divulge.
You said who?
I love coffee.
I have to work in this city.
Coffee. I love her.
Oh my God.
Trent?
The name on every.
Oh, baby. You come down to one of the functions down here at Expo in Dallas. You can come, baby, to Rawhide down here.
I need to come to Dallas.
Baby, Dallas, girl.
Dallas, Houston.
Chevelle, check your inbox.
Which one is better, Dallas or Houston?
Both.
Which one is what?
Which one is better?
Both.
Both.
Houston.
Yeah, both.
Houston.
Has somebody ever gave y'all something like when y'all come back from like the circuit parties and stuff? Like, do you ever start?
Well, I worked at a clinic. I worked at a clinic for 3 years, so
Let me tell
I
you
would
something,
never
Trent.
know.
I gave you something like
you ever
A
got burnt?
STD.
Like an
Trust
STD.
me.
Yeah.
I tell you.
You know how a lot of most people that go to circuit parties have sex with a lot of people. At the party. Not only
did y'all watch the news today? The news today said that gay men, and it specifically said gay men that have been partying and having sex during Pride are the highest, one of the highest people to be subject to monkeypox.
I remember that was
and that was all over the news today, and they specifically said gay men.
They had the white party in Miami. Remember when COVID first hit, and everybody went to the white party in Miami, bitch, and all of them came back with COVID, and a couple of people died.
They sure did, and this was Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
Oh yeah,
said that today.
I don't know what monkeypox is or whatever, but I'm telling you, I had a good time, and
but we want to know the answer to the question: are y'all prone to catching a lot of STDs when you go to those kind of parties?
I had a good time, and I had people that
now you're being avoidant.
Yeah, I'm answering for Neil. The answer is.
Can I finish I don't know if can I finish?
It's a yes or no.
Neil, we just trying to say it's a quicker way to the answer.
You the one said make it quick. Make it quick, baby. Do you get STDs or not?
Damn.
So I had a good time and we had fun. And if I had to go to the clinic, that's fine. It was
okay.
That's not fun. That's not cute, Neil. No.
Well, listen. He's being honest with himself. He's being very honest with himself.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time.
Okay, Vita.
What you mean? Why it's not cute? It's the same thing as it's the same thing as having sex with someone that you don't know. You're taking the risk either way.
Okay, well, answer that question, Vita.
Oh, I answered it, yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
We didn't. I don't think we hear it because he did. He said, "I'm answering for Neil," and then Neil started talking. So
no, they both answered. They both answered basically. Right.
So
yes,
what was your answer?
You are when you go to those type, and I can answer it myself because I treated those people that would come from those parties. So, and I always tried to. In doing that type of work, I always tried to make people feel free about coming to get a shot and some pills.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it should be stigma behind coming to get a shot for gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis.
Especially
as long as you're going as long as you're coming to get treated for it.
Right.
And let me tell you, if I'm gonna have a time over the weekend, I want to
keep you some doxycycline in your bag, baby.
Oh, so what? I gotta do a little shot on Monday or Tuesday. I'm fine.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Really? That just comes along with it because baby, they're not using most of those people that go to those rave parties. They're either positive, undetectable, or on PrEP.
Or have slept with a lot of people, which if you sleep with them, you probably get something.
But a lot of those, especially the Caucasian people, they get on PrEP and stuff so they can have that sexual freedom to
right.
Well, I've talked about this on the show. Because somebody I was talking to was telling me that they was HIV positive. And I wanted to have them so badly that it's like, oh, you got to go get them. You got to go to my doctor and get on PrEP and XYZ. I got on PrEP because of that person, because I had to have this person.
Mm-hmm.
And so ever since me and that person been in heaven, I've been on PrEP.
And that's why you feel so free, because it's like, okay, well, the worst that can happen is I got to get a shot and some pills.
Right.
I had
yes.
And I'm still and I'm on PrEP. Let me go out here and willy-nilly.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
But
Yesterday,
that's what I tell you.
yesterday I took a
Herpes
shot.
is
I mean,
herpes, is a real thing, baby, and ain't no shot for that.
For what?
yes,
Herpes,
Oh.
no,
warts, and herpes ain't no shot for that. I ain't gonna lie to you now.
I took
You
a,
can get a shot and pills for everything else, but that's
I
the
got
thing
a,
that scares me. I can say this. One time I went to Atlanta, 840. I went to 840.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had a couple of experiences at 840. But this particular time I went in a dark room and this person grabbed me, a gay person grabbed me, and we went into one of the little rooms. And so the first thing, I went back there. He immediately like bent over, like put it in.
Mm-hmm.
So, I had my little pouch. I had my little Ivy Park pouch with all my little condoms and lube in it and stuff. But so before I do all that, I put my finger back there to feel back there. Warts everywhere.
Oh my God.
Oh.
And it's dark. Mind you, it's dark. And this person was walking around, messing around with other people. Because I walked in on him before he grabbed me. I walked in on him having this boy.
Mm-hmm.
And so, mind you, I feel somebody, and I hear somebody laughing in the dark, like kind of like searching. And we found each other at the same time. It's me and it's Marcy. And we grabbed each other and we hauled ass from up there. And we went to the bathroom. I washed my hands and I said, let's go. I'm ready to go, because at this point, I don't know who that person up there was messing around with.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't trying to be in no chain effect, so let's go. That I, like I said, I'll take a shot of some pills, but warts.
And then I think for me, when I was young, I had an experience where my first drag mother took me to a bookstore, and I had messed around with this guy in the bookstore, but we didn't do nothing. Like, he didn't penetrate me or nothing like that. But it's just the fact that I messed around with him and found out later that he was HIV positive. So it was like a scare for me to even go to do anything like that, because of that particular situation. Because it was like, and I knew his name because I actually sat and talked to him. So I would ask my mom about him and this and that. She's like, oh yeah, child, he did. I was like, oh really? But I was like, thank God, after getting tested and all kind of stuff after years and all that, never happened. So it was always scared me to even go to even do and be open to anything like that. Even when I had the experience in New Orleans going to the rawhide and all that, I went home and, and try to, and I didn't even get penetrated there, but it was just scared me, the fact that I was even in there doing anything, but it's just like, I just never been that girl. Anything else privately, that, but still, watch out for myself.
I think for me, I've always been one of the girls that the Bush Queens let slide in, and they just go, okay. I'm used to being the one in a room full of guys. They're like, okay, yeah, she fine. So I've seen and experienced a lot, with having that, I guess you would say, privilege,
Bitch, I ain't never, with a bunch of bitches. And looking like they always treated me. I was always, I guess because everybody I hung with was always older than me. So they always tried to protect me and keep me from this, that, and the other. So they made me do stuff because they did try to seclude me from different things. So I made me act out. But bitch, I'm like, I ain't never had that.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a thing to where people feel like the people who are the most attractive are the people that may not have any disease that they can, transfer or anything of that nature, and then it's like, oh, if you're not attractive, I can go raw with you compared to the people who are not attractive.
No, I don't think so.
Don't waste your chance on no ugly bitch though.
Hello, somebody.
No.
I'm a bitch fuck your world up. Let me tell you something.
You gonna take a chance,
bitch. If I tell you, if you're a bitch and you like some big dicks and stuff, you go get your ugly bitch.
Yes.
They make her
Oh
big
my
old
God.
fucking world up. Bitch, get your booty, ass, dick, all kind of shit. Bitch, you gonna be looking crazy. And I'm fucked up about this ugly bitch. Fuck that bitch. It's better all that. Yeah, don't sleep on an ugly bitch. Now they'll give you something too.
I always wondered that one guy. I recently started following him on Twitter. I'm not a frequent user of Twitter, but I will get on every now and then. And a couple of months ago, I saw people talking about this 75 loads person, and I was like,
Yeah.
what are they talking about?
It's way more than that.
I know. And so I finally one day somebody posted a screenshot of his Twitter, and so I immediately went to go see what was going on, and I see now he is taking like 100 and something. Something lows now. And now for me now, I was asking myself, as a person that an ex-person in the healthcare field, like, what does that look like when you let over 100 people ejaculate in you? What does that look like? Well, I saw what it looks like, but I'm meaning like health wise.
What does that feel like?
Not even feel like health wise to let
What does that feel like?
100 people semen. That means whatever they have going on is going inside of you.
You know what? And that's so much calm. They gonna fuck around. You can fuck around, catch diabetes that way. You gonna catch something every motherfucker. That motherfucker have osteoporosis. That motherfucker have John Hawkins disease. Yeah, every motherfucking thing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand, like, what, and it obviously he's a nymphomaniac. That's without question. But it's just I think he supersedes that. I think it's a true mental illness because he literally goes, he gets a hotel, he gets on Twitter, he puts the address and the hotel room number, and just tell you to just come in and just have your way.
That's anybody.
And anybody.
He literally lets anybody.
Yes. He living his best life. Let him live his life.
No, he's not living life.
I mean, he says he gets tested and treated all the time.
Yeah, I do not go to bed early.
I go to bed early. I'm a woman of a certain age.
I'm feeling like that. Look, I literally was looking over like, yo, it's 12:30 here in LA. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you was.
Well, you know what? Back to that. Okay, now I have done a lot of dirty dicking and I've fucked a lot of boys, and I know I fucked a lot of people who were HIV without condoms and stuff, and I still, actually I had a husband I was with that was HIV, and found out beforehand and was with him for quite some time, a couple years. Okay, so I mean, I have no problem with it, because I had a husband that when I came home from prison, I found out that he was HIV, right? So I'm like, well, he has it, I don't. He has to plan for like 5 or 10 years. I got to plan for the next 30 or 40. This ain't going to work out. So we had to split, but now it's different. You know what I mean? So now I can deal with that. But like, I mean, I went and got the full worked up after I fucked a bunch of people, because I went to my doctor. He's gay, thank God. I said, I was out. I fucked this couple. I was dirty dicking, and I think they shoot meth. I found out they were shooting meth afterwards. So sharing needles scares the fuck out of me. Because I don't, needles scare me, because it's just too easy to contract shit through needles. And so my doctor gave me the shot. He gave me all the shots, all the blood work, all that bullshit. But, I did have, as far as STDs, do you know what a chancroid is?
A what?
It's something, a chancroid.
Is this something akin to the hemorrhoid?
No, nothing like a hemorrhoid. Okay, so out of nowhere, My
Like a
piece,
wart.
it's like a blister that comes on the head of your piece. And then when the blister break, it just start getting bigger and bigger, and your piece looks like it's ready to fall off.
Oh,
Bitch, I
That
was
sounds
like
like
bleeding out. I
syphilis.
was like, oh my God. I had to go literally to the emergency
Oh, I
room.
thought you said your dick get bigger. I was finna say, I
No,
want
no. The sore gets bigger and
Oh, the
open. And no
sore.
matter how much stuff you put on it.
That sound like syphilis.
No, so listen.
Right.
So I go to the emergency room, and of course it's a fish doctor. She comes in there, and she literally says, "Okay, put on your pants." So I let her see it. She said, "Oh, that's your chancroid." I said, "What?" She said, "A chancroid." I said, "What the fuck is that?" So I looked it up. I guess it's something that's like prevalent in third world countries, but I think I got it from DC. And it's getting popular here now, but it's terrifying. And literally, that shot cleared it up like in a few days. But I
Oh.
went a whole week with my piece just raw, but it was terrifying. I thought this motherfucker was gonna
I'm
fall
not
off.
gonna lie. I have never heard of that.
Look up a chancroid. You'll be like, oh my
I'm definitely gonna look it up.
Coco, put it on the screen.
From the sounds of it,
Chevelle,
to
check the inbox, Chevelle.
you just get a shot for it.
They just gave me
Okay,
just
okay.
a shot, just a shot, and it cleared up.
Vita say, can you get a shot for it, baby?
Well, not beforehand, but afterwards.
Mm.
You know, afterwards you can get a shot. But I mean, besides that, you know, and you know what?
But
I
I
asked
want
my
to know about
doctor
these
too.
100 loads. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, you know what? Listen, here's another thing too. So I asked my doctor. I said, why is it that I know so many gay and trans people that all have died or have had anal cancer when we don't see that higher rate in the straight community?
That's where the warts. That's where the
That's
warts.
exactly what the fuck
in
he
at.
said. That's exactly what he said. He said
That's where that's why I said
HPV wart.
when you let the herpes. Yeah.
That's what he said. Yeah. He said it was a HPV wart and all that.
Okay, next topic.
And
I don't think Neil likes this topic either.
HPV.
what is that? A chancroid?
Yeah.
It's not cute, is it?
You said, Giselle, you gonna throw me under the bus?
I mean, it hurts.
Well, I'm glad you got through that, baby.
Yeah, me too, because the bitch didn't want to deal with that. But I mean, it is what it is. My biggest fear was not so much me getting something, me end up giving something to somebody else. I wouldn't want to intentionally spread whatever I had.
But I'm glad you told me that you know, that made me look out for stuff, you know.
Yeah, so if you see like something
okay.
on it, but I didn't see nothing. I mean, so it wasn't like it was there, but I guess it comes like in 2 or 3 days, bam, it's there. And I don't know what would have happened if I went to the doctor, but I knew I was in dire pain. It was like bleeding. It was
basically,
huh?
You was fucking raw, basically.
I mean, obviously it was the date trick that I got from, and most of them, no, I always use protection. So, but I don't think it even mattered because it was just a touching thing. So if it's on his hand or something, you know, I think it's kind of like, you know.
I ain't no
so this what you gonna say, Terrell?
I'm finna say this. We've been on here for 3 hours and 37 minutes.
Hey, time to go.
And I'm finna get the fuck up out of here.
Time to go to bed.
It is.
We got a live show next week in Atlanta, Georgia, July 6th. So y'all, we're tuning in so we can try to figure out how to so we can try to figure out how to go live. If you can make it, we would love to have you in the building July 6th in Atlanta, Georgia at Mix Atlanta. So please get your tickets and pre that you know what I'm trying to say, bitch. I'm glad this is the after show because girl, I'm full.
Because I'll show about to ask a question for Giselle and
going to bed.
We're not gonna answer no more questions.
Yeah,
we're not gonna do any of that. We ain't gonna start no other conversations. We thank y'all so much.
Chevelle,
huh?
How'd you feel when Tamika rolled on that floor and fell in the pool?
And also, you know, I thank y'all so much for tuning in. I really hope y'all tune in for our Point of View finale in Georgia. We love y'all completely. And what Neil?
No, I'm saying, Giselle, I'm about to call you, Giselle.
Okay, good.
Ooh, honey, I gotta go. I gotta go. Yes, God, honey, they had tuned in, baby. I gotta go. 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 If I tell you the kids had came in and tuned in tonight, baby. Yes, they did, honey. I hope y'all got y'all juice, cause guess what, baby? I got mine. I can tell y'all one thing. Y'all better tune in next week, baby, for the next episode of the Boom Boom Show. I gotta go. Honey, I gotta go. Yes, God, honey, they had tuned in, baby. Baby. Ooh, honey. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go.